lads, hello. Hello. Who's here early? So today's going to be a nice little GQ stream. Nightmare Sniper is here. Fairly confident I can beat this one this time around. For those that don't know, I did not beat Nightmare Quincy Guild Quest because I don't have Toshiro, nor do I have Okura. But at least my ult did beat it, so not too bad. But Rain Sniper shouldn't be too bad, even though I do lack Orihime. I'm fairly confident we should still be fine. I'm doing good. How you guys doing? It's a nice... What day is it? It's a nice Thursday afternoon for me right now. My days are about to get better with the orbs I'm about to get from the GQ. We're going to be beginning the set, just bear with me. It was actually it's a nice day right now, even for the UK, but it was like super cloudy and raining last night. Alright. I think we're good to go. Find out the notification. Yes, sir. YouTube doing its thing. Finally. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let me just quickly do that. I think we're all good. How you lads doing? So, oh, what? Have I broke? I took the 5th. I got charged for that. Why is that popping up? I literally can see the notification. I paid £26. That's weird. It didn't last time. Alright. I'm broke apparently. What's going on? It did that last time. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, real quick, for those that hit early, quick multi. I have literally gotten niche from these free multis. What is it? What even is there here? Is there sound? Can you have sounds? I think you can. But yeah, I've literally got nothing from these free multis. There's some good characters here. I've gotten nothing. My ult's gotten like 7th anniversary Uryu or Ichigo, which was kind of good, but for me, my main goes to get Okura, and I've not gotten a single Okura. Come on! One butterfly on this banner, on the free ones, does not equal anything good. In this case, 8 multis deep. Well, I mean, it happens, though. Again, you get your good streaks of good luck, you get your good streaks of bad luck, or bad streaks of bad luck. The last 3 summons that we had, insane summons, right? This one, not so much. It balances out over time. It balances out. Is 5-5 Aizen better than a 1-5 Noel? I'd say try both. I would assume Aizen's better. But the thing with Noel is that she can apply weakened defense, which might help you out, potentially. Not too sure. Actually, before we do jump into Guild Quest, a lot of things have been going wrong the last week on BBS, hasn't it? So obviously, Orihime's SA2 was bugged. They actually fixed it. So props to them, right? So if you're testing out Orihime in this GQ, on the Nightmare GQ, Sniper, it is working. It is working, which is great. So shout out to everyone that got that to fix, get that fixed. Okura is now going through the same problem, right? Where his SA2, it works, but it's just doing half the damage a normal SA2 would do. So for those that were testing Okura in Nightmare GQ, I've seen a lot of like disappointment about Okura because like how he's performing. I don't think that's entirely down to his SA2 personally. It's just the Guild Quest is hard. Like, the first time you tested him out was in Nightmare, where every other time you test that character, it's in very hard, so just naturally you maybe expect to clear faster. But even with Okura, right, even though when they do fix his SA2, because they should, the GQ itself is still hard. Like, there's not a good characters to go with him, right? That's just basically the unfortunate truth. I can quickly show you a video for those that are here earlier. I'll include this in the Okura showcase when they eventually fix him. Do I have footage here? Hold on, let me pull up. I think it was here. Alright, so for those that want to see how he performs in Very Hard, right? Because in Very Hard he was good. The thing is, right, you need to understand with Okura, when compared to Ichigo, for example, because they both had the same SA3, is Ichigo has a much easier time letting off that full attack. They haven't fixed them yet, unfortunately. I'm not sure if Caleb on holiday. It's Golden Week, right? So are Caleb working? I generally don't know, but in regards to Ichigo can stop the enemies from attacking you with Lacerate. So very likely when you use that SA3, the first part of the attack, they won't hit you. They can't attack you because the Lacerate gets applied. With Okura, you gotta play it super safe. So realistically, I think you need Orihime, or at least 1,000-year Aizen. You need some type of barrier character to protect Okura, because otherwise, it's gonna be hard for him to get off this attack. Likewise, if you do let off the attack, not all the time are you gonna get your full damage, because the weakening only lasts like 2 seconds. But I guess the good thing about him is that if the first initial attack does apply weakening, and then it wears off by the time the second part goes off, you can reapply the weakening and do a lot of damage. With Ichigo, you'll never attack the boss when the weakening is active, because the Lacerate's still active, I believe. Or maybe I'm wrong about that, but no, honestly, Okura performed just fine when I tested him. This was a 2-5 Okura, by the way. Obviously, SA2 not doing damage was noticeable. It definitely was noticeable. So when they do fix that, whenever the Nightmare or very hard Quincy Guild Quest comes around. But look at that. Look at that SA3. This is very hard, by the way. Not Nightmare. Just for the record. But, like, he's great. It's just that the Guild Quest is still bad. Like, you need good support. Your only Nat character you can use here is a character that has, like, Flurry +1 and a, 50% bruiser. It's still bad for him. For her. I have a clip somewhere. I don't know where it is. Is it this one? Let me pull this back up. I have a Nightmare clip somewhere of me using Okura. If I can find it. That's Limit Breaker. No. Hopefully I didn't delete it. Bear with me for a sec, lads. That's LBQ. Character that it has pulled Rukia, so did I just not record it? Oh, here it is. I just named it. I renamed it. But they should fix this SA2, by the way. So this was Nightmare. It took me like 10 minutes to get a good run. So it wasn't too bad, but yeah, so look, you can see here, right, the SA2, terrible damage, but the SA3 still does good, right? I think the thing with his SA3 is going to be inconsistent, right? It's going to be inconsistent because sometimes you're going to apply weakening and sometimes you're not. When you do apply weakening, though, you do a lot of damage. That SA2 there did like almost no damage there. SA1 and 3 was doing good, though. But if we skip through, we have like, what, 14 seconds to spare? His SA3 still nukes, though, because look at this. Like, we let it off, and then boom, 14 seconds spare. So, honestly, he is a good character. It's just unfortunate that the GQ itself is still hard because, you know, Okura is good and all, but there's still like no good sides. Like you're using your one Nat character that came out like 3 years ago, and then you have a team support that can't even like do damage themselves. So naturally the GQ is still hard even with Okura, right? Did we pass the goal? Yes. So for those that are wondering, we did get the they haven't announced it yet, but if you count it all up, we did pass all the goals. So we are getting the Choose a 6-star, the Essence Scrolls, the large attribute scrolls, the golden affiliation scrolls, and the links or potions and stuff like that. So yeah, we are getting that stuff. They just haven't announced it yet. They did say in the notice that we're going to get it in the first half of May. So we don't know the exact date. Well, we don't even know who's in the Choose 6-star, but we have gotten it. They just need to tell us that we've gotten it. Even in Limit Break, yeah, 2-5 looked underwhelming. Again, I feel like it's not that it's underwhelming. It's just also this GQ in particular that they buffed they buffed the HP of the bosses. So like I can understand why the first impression of Okura is that he's bad, because firstly, you're testing him out in Nightmare Guild Quest, in a Guild Quest that's already bad as is because like there's no good sides. And normally when you test a character in GQ, let's say you know, we test Yachiru, when we test other characters, it's your first experience with them in GQ is usually in very hard, not Nightmare. So naturally by default, maybe they just look worse. And then again in Limit Breaker, the enemies have significantly more HP, right? My 5 out of 5 Yamamoto felt like I was playing with a 1-5 Yamamoto. Like the HP in Limit Breaker also got buffed up. So naturally, I feel like the content you put Oak against made him feel lackluster, if that kind of makes sense. Because if you put him against if we got him this week and we put him against the very hard GQ and Limit Breaker didn't have their HP buffed, he would have felt amazing, if that makes sense, right? And also, yeah, the thing is with Tosh, right? For those that don't know, Nightmare Guild Quest, if I pull it up, because again, it's not also just Oak that's been a problem. This is supposed to be the stats. These are the stats for Nightmare Guild Quest. This is for every Nightmare Guild Quest, right? But since the introduction, unintentionally, the enemies have had less defense. They had like 2,000 defense. And usually it was the second phase that would have that lower defense. So Nightmare Guild Quest, believe it or not, has actually been easier than it was supposed to be. So apparently, the current Guild Quest that we just had with Okiura, the very first day, the defense was on 2,000 instead of 4,000. So for those that tested Toshiro day 1 and beat it super easy, and then tried out Okiura the next day, you would notice that Okiura is terrible because it's not Okiura's fault at the same time. It's they actually buffed the defense to what it was supposed to be. So if you test Okiura and then you test Tosh again on the same day, like after they patched it, you would notice, like, again, my personal testing, a 2-5 Tosh with Akon played with like 5 seconds to spare, and then a 2-5 Okiura played with like 60 seconds to spare. So I would say Okiura is still better, even though Tosh doesn't have access to the buffer that is Akon. So yeah, just a weird week for BBS, right? SA2 not working for Okiura. They buffed the HP for Limit Breaker. The current GQ had lower stats than it was supposed to. Then it got buffed. So I think all those things combined just gave people the wrong impression of someone like Okiura, if that kind of makes sense. With that said, though, enough rambling on. Let's do some GQ. Move Source is a mined one. It's currently in the point event right now. But yeah, Okiura's a great character. I'll try him out. Again, I'm going to save my showcase for Okiura until they fix him, which hopefully is soon. It depends. I don't know if Caleb are working right now because it's Golden Week, right? So if there's a potential chance we don't get Oak fixed until like the 9th or something, until Golden Week ends. When does Golden Week ends? It ends on the 5th of May, so there's a potential... Okay, it's only 3 days away. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, so this is apparently my team I'm going to use here for Nightmare GQ. I want to test out Kirio, but Kirio's bad. My Kirio's bad. She's only 1-5. What do you mean the SA2's not working? I can explain real quick in better terms, because this one I can be quite forgiven. The Orihime fix or problem is just kind of being dumb, in my opinion. But I can kind of forgive Okiura not being... them missing this, but basically... If we pull up White, because he's a good example of a character. Right, so let's look at White's kit, right? They have the exact same SA2. Exact same SA2. The thing we want to look at here is the magnification. There's 2 parts. 2 parts of the attack, right? 60% mag on both. So overall, when all the hits are combined, it's a 120% mag, right? That's basically for every strong attack. 120%. That's always how it works, right? The thing is, the first part of the attack has a 9 hits. 9 hits. First part of the attack, right? The second part only has 3 hits. So overall, 12 hits, 120% mag. The thing with Okiura is that even though he has the exact same SA2, with the way the animations work, all the hits are in the final part. The first part is 0 hits, so technically the first part's doing no damage. But they didn't change the mags to make up for the fact that all the hits are in the second part. So realistically, what this should be is like 0% into 120%. Because then it would be a normal attack. Because basically what you're seeing here is that all the hits are going into the final part, which is a 60% magnification, if I understand it correctly. And that's why his SA2 is doing half the damage as a normal SA2 should be doing. So it's just a magnification problem. All the hits, maybe they can just put 3 hits into 9, like White, or 9 into 3. Or they can just quickly change it to 0% mag into 120% mag, and it basically fixes him. So it's a pretty easy fix for the most part. Just comes down to how long is it going to take for Cat to fix it, essentially. But hopefully they fix it soon. Hopefully they fix it soon. I don't have him, so... for those that are going to get compensation, I assume it'll be like 25 orbs. Usually when a character is bugged and they're not working as intended, you get like 25 orbs or 50, something like that. I'm not getting anything because I don't own the character. I believe, for example, I think the most recent example would be Ichigo, the Spirit Society version, where his skill was not working. So they fixed it and they gave everyone that owned him 25 orbs. If you don't own him, you don't get anything. For those expecting a full refund, that's not happening. It's not the same as Kisuke, right? Kisuke was a full refund because the character was better than he was supposed to be. With Oak, it's like he's not as good as he's supposed to be, so they're gonna fix it and then probably just give you 25 orbs. Anyway, enough rambling on. Let's do some GQ. So we're gonna try some different characters, different teams. There's not that many characters to try, truth be told. Just 25 orbs, yeah, that's just basically it, right? 25 orbs. What else is there to give? I mean, it'd be nice if they give more. It'd be nice if they give 25 to everyone, and then 50 to those that have the character, you know? And the thing is, yeah, so there is a case we made that everyone should get maybe 25 more or something like that, because Nightmare GQ. Then again, I don't know, maybe... I'm looking at someone that doesn't have Okyo, keep that in mind, but if you couldn't beat Nightmare GQ, I don't think that was an SA2 problem. Maybe it was. It really depends on how close you got to finishing the quest. But like, if you had Okyo, you should at least make it to the final boss. And then the compensation basically makes up for it. They give 25 orbs. Because that's what you missed out on from Very Hard. They should do a full refund? Nah. That does, in my opinion, this error does not warrant a full refund. In my opinion. The GQ's gone. Sure, that sucks. But it's coming back. You know, you missed out on 25 orbs. It's not like you're not going to use Okyo. You're going to use him when the GQ comes back. So I don't think it's that big. I don't think it warrants a full refund. Again, if the character was better than it was supposed to be, like the Kisuke situation, sure, full refund. But in this case, it's something that we haven't seen before, right? It's like it's another Spirit side to Ichigo situation where like the character's is performing a tad bit bad. But speaking of refunds, there's more drama to talk about, but this is on the Japanese sides. It might not go anywhere, and we might not even see anything about it, but apparently some of the Japanese player base think that Desert Ichigo had a higher pull rate than he was supposed to. They're collecting evidence now, and they're collecting data, and apparently he has a 1% pull rate, so not like they didn't get that much, to be fair, but some of the Japanese players think that Desert Ichigo had a higher pull rate. I don't think maybe we did experience that. I mean, I did 21 multis. I didn't get a single Ichigo, so I can't comment on that, you know? But I didn't get a single banner character, so for me, everything was low. Everything was low. He's looking the mode he was advised for. He is good in the vote. He is good in the modes, though. The SA2 ruins him a tad bit, but that's going to get fixed, and he is good in there. You know, it's the SA2 is not that big of a problem. The problem is, again, the GQs itself is still hard. Even if Okyo's SA2 did do damage, most people still probably weren't going to clear it. It really depends on how close you got to the GQ to finishing it. If you got to, like, the final boss with, like, maybe a sliver amount of HP, then Okyo's SA2 being fixed probably would allow you to clear it. But, like, if you didn't even make it to the final boss, that SA2 doing damage is not helping you, if that makes sense. Because, again, I tested him out. I cleared it with Okyo, but I also had a good team. And even then, again, the sides are terrible. The sides are absolutely terrible. If Okyo had last rate, would that completely fix him? I don't know. It would make it easier to let off the SA3. Because, again, we called that beforehand, right? The SA3 is a problem. Because you need a barrier character to stop, or you need to position yourself far away to stop the enemies from attacking you. Because if you just use the SA3 in front of the enemy, chances are they're going to hit you, right? With Ichigo, you can just let off the SA3 and then do that. Problem is, Okyo doesn't have a good support like Icon. That too. To be fair, that's kind of true. But then, yeah, there's plenty of characters that don't have that. And they perform fine, right? It's just the Nightmare GQ itself is, you're basically using a 3-year-old's NAD character and then a support that can't do damage. We ain't tried yet. We ain't tried yet. We just been talking about the discourse over the last couple of days. If it wasn't a power character, I don't know, but it is funny, right? It is funny though, in that sense. The power curse continues. The power curse continues. We finally get a good power character, and he's not working as intended with that SA2. But once they fix it, again, I think it's an easy fix. I think it'll be good then, right? It'll be fine. But shout out to Noitura. Shout out to Noitura for being the only character that has not had a problem. That's just big ups him. Big ups him. All right. With that said, let's try it out now. We rambled on long enough, right? So we're going to use Ichigo. It's slot number 1. We're using a Sword Reaper sticker, Fortification Pill, and also T-Set, all with 30% SP. Then we have a mixture of Recharge, Full Stamina, and also more strong attack damage at full stamina, as our Soul Trace is max transcended, Full Stamina, SP as bonus abilities. Then we have Tokinada. I'm a bit burpy, a bit gassy, hold on. Then we have Tokinada, right? So we're going to use a Golden Chappy Hollow Bait. Probably could make a case for me to put on a Sword Reaper sticker. So I might actually just do that because he is max transcended. Usually, when it comes to whether you should use a Hollow Bait or a sticker, comes down to if you have the character duped out, right? If they're 1-5, go with the Hollow Bait, you need the extra stats. If they're max transcended, like my Tokinada, we're probably better off using a Sword Reaper sticker. So where is that? There we go. With that, what's the player, lads? What's the player? Do we go recharge? Do we go with recharge? Because obviously for sword, but for very hard, we'll go full nats. We probably should watch recharge and thing, right? Can you show the bill of quits? Did you go? I just did. I just did. Oh, tech, but what about what's the problem with Tech Noritora? Hard doesn't have it. Bro, I really wish these NAD characters, man, or at least give us a Senkamon character that has recharge and NAD. It's like, it's ridiculous we barely have any of these combinations. Now, they're giving me these all max transcended. So these are actually giving like 1,200 attack. That's not bad for these 3 combinations. Oh, that disgusting banner? Yeah, it was a bad banner. Well, I mean, lads, it's coming up to a year. A year ago, we got the Noritora banner. Well, in next month, it would be a year. So here's hoping. Right on top, I guess. What do you guys expect to be for this upcoming end of month banner? One part of me wants to say premium, because that's what the last 2 years have been. But, with this banner not being 1,000-year Blood War, with June end of month most likely being swimsuits, surely that means 1,000-year Blood War has to be next month? Right? Like, I want it to be premium. I'd rather it be premium. But there's no way we're not going to get a 1,000-year Blood War banner for like 4 months. End of month May or March up to anniversary. Unless they plan to give us a 1,000-year Blood War mid-month. And hopefully that's not Giselle. Because, I don't know. I've been hearing Giselle's coming, but I haven't. That didn't go anywhere, you know? Alright. So yeah, Tokinada. We have the Golden Chappy. We have the sticker. And we have the Chappy. We're going to go with a mixture of recharge and also full stamina. That way he can still do damage and also make sure to give us the SA2 team boost. With that, we have full stamina and also attack. He is immune to paralysis, so we do not have to worry. And then we have Shuhei. His build literally does not matter. Truth be told, I probably want him to die, but I'm just going to keep him alive anyway. And he's here to give us a 20% strong attack damage buff to Ichigo, because he is a mind character. And then just like Akon, he is the Akon for mind swipers, right? And then he's also giving us 40% more damage to status afflicted enemies if we are a mind swiper. So let's get into it. It's been like 20 minutes since this came out. Let's do it. Back-to-back 1,000 Blood War? For Annie, yeah. Well, I mean, Annie part 1 and 2 will be 1,000 Blood War, right? Stark with no Glocks. I'll take a new Stark anyway. Alright, restart. Great. How did that happen? I don't think I was moving. Giselle's Super Killer? I mean, hopefully. Hopefully. The less Fauzi but with the battle? I disagree. I mean, it's good to have a balance across all banners, right? But I don't know. I feel like we need we're missing a hype 1,000 Yabalo banner as of late. We haven't gotten that once this year, right? The last two have been forgettable. Could do Bambi's in swimsuits. I'd be down for that. I actually have no idea if the team buffs stay active when the character's dead, so I'd rather not risk it. I'd rather not risk it.
Bleach.
The stronger they'll be. I mean, there's a lot of characters to get through, right? With 1,000 Yabado. And I'd like them to balance the hype and give us, like, spread it out, you know? Because if we get, like, back-to-back, like, big banners, that'll be kind of annoying. I don't want all, like, the best parts of Core 2 to reach in, like, the course of, like, 2 months. Alright, let's use that SA2, group everyone up. When we inflict the stars on it, we do more damage. Look at that. First boss, unfortunately, is a mind character that doesn't do us any favors. In terms of Tokinada, right? Yeah, attribute combination right now. Not the best for us. Like, the 2 bosses we're strong against, a mind and a heart character, are the first 2 bosses. And damn, I think the run's dead. Restart that. That was going good. We just took a hit somehow. Renji did not want to get paralyzed. That's kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying. Hi, Dan. I'm doing good. Quick question. When you recycle a full-star accessory, is there a limit to what you can get? You can't get you can't get any summonable accessories. Can I don't make that clear nowadays? You just kind of know if you know when it first happens. But you can't get any summonable accessories. So you can't get the stickers. Are stickers summonable? I actually have no idea now. Are stickers summonable? You can't get golden chappies, so that's off the table. You can't get You can't get golden chappies, golden yukis, pupples. You can't get stickers then, I guess. And I think there's a few more items. But you can get, like, normal chappies. You can get lieutenant's badges, fortification pills. Still some good accessories. So it's still worth recycling. But, yeah, don't waste your time doing it for items that you can't get. Not a fan of Fauzi, but Season 2 has a... That's what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm surprised we haven't gotten one of the big banners. But I think a good balance is 1 every 2 months. Like, I didn't mind that they give us a back-to-back 1,000 Blood War. But I guess it makes sense now. Since April end of month was this, right? Alright. Going good thus far. We paralyzed. Looks like Shuei's also paralyzed, but again, his damage does not matter. I'm plebing right now, bro. I, like, wanted the Soul Bomb, but then I didn't, so, like, I just held it on. Is Kirio better than Toki? Probably, yeah. Toki is still good. The benefit with, Toki's just, I mean, it's like Rukia, right? Compared to these newer net characters, like, nowadays we have characters like Flurry Plus 2, Crazy High Bruiser, more damage in Guild Quest. We're using characters that came out like 4 years ago. Like, it's great that they're still usable. They're more appropriate for very hard Guild Quest, but Nightmare, you know, they're going to pale in comparison to the new characters, right? So Toki is just going to be like Rukia. Rukia's damage output is like Flurry Plus 1, like 50% Bruiser, 60%. It's serviceable, but for Nightmare, it's a bit tough. And especially because Ichigo, right? Ichigo's not a bad character, but, like, it's Frenzy Plus 1, 80% SP boost. You know, he's no Macy, you know? But we're also taking damage, so... Alright, well, we inflicted a Stars on there. Toki's doing, like, 400k hit, I believe. We also need to make sure Toki doesn't take damage, because if he does, he loses a lot of DPS. I ideally don't want to use my SA2 here. Come on. At this point, I could have just used my SA2. I kind of wanted to save it. Tokunalos took a hit. I guess that's an example of not to save your strong attacks. We'll see how far we go. Even though Toki took damage. Just to see what we're working with here. Damn. Let's restart that. Damn, do I need to summon on this banner again? Do I need Orihime? What is going on? Watch mid-month be Rukia vs Esnot? That's not happening. They're not doing that again. They're not giving Esnot another mid-month, right? Surely. Rukia just got a character, so I doubt it. But I've been rewatching clips of Esnot. I can't wait, man. I can't wait for Esnot to come in game. Kazui banner when? It'd be cool if they did like a Kazui banner when the anime ended. Like they knew in advance, just give him a character. Time it at the release, that'd be sick. I wouldn't have minded a Kazui banner when we got 10 years later Rukia and Ichigo. But then that would have been misleading. Imagine we got a banner with Rukia, Kazui, and Ichigo. That would imply, you know, Rukia's the mum, you know? Yeah, no, Sonoxia, you're not wrong, bro. I'm saying, like, this, those two in the same banner is going to be insane. Insane. Who would we say is more hyped, though? Rukia or Esnot? I would say, surely most people would say Esnot, right? Because, like, we technically had Bankai Rukia in game already. Like, Esnot would be, like, an entirely new character. More fresh, almost. I'm sure they'll make, probably, Rukia better, though. This is going good, though. This is going much better. We're getting lucky with the status procs. I think we're going to have to use our SA2 here. Oh. Okay. Soberman now just because we didn't apply a Starsman. I kind of panicked there a bit. But I'm fairly confident we're able to beat this. They're saying badge. That's SA3 into the 1. And then group up with the 2. And then slowly but surely we should be able to beat it. Once we apply a Starsman. We applied... who played... there we go. Now the damage comes in. So we weren't able to beat it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if any of you lads realized there, just briefly for a moment, the Shuei applied Drain. So we couldn't inflict the Starsman there. So I kind of messed up. I wasn't even pay attention. I wasn't paying attention to my SP boost. But we did manage to beat it. So that's nice, right? Nice to know. Granted, we do have 2 max transcendent characters. But these are characters that are old. Like, these characters came out like 4 years ago, right? Ichigo, 7th anniversary, has been on 2 anniversary banners. He's going to probably be on 3. Likely he'll be on the upcoming 9th annie. Tokinada is a bit rare now. You don't really get much opportunities to pull for Tokinada. But he's just an ad character. There's plenty of like him. We can replace him with other characters. I do want to try Kirio, but Kirio's only 1-5 for me, so I'm not sure it'd be good. Because there is definitely the synergy there. Like, if we go for a Striper Killer. And then Flurry. Specify ranged. Turn off the mines. All these characters basically perform the same as Toki. Actually, to be fair, not as good. Because these aren't boosters. So if you were to use these 2 characters as your main DPS, you would have to use a team booster like Orihime, for example. The new one. The new one. Or made Orihime. You could do this Orihime. Likewise, you could do her. But you'd have to, again, put them like recharge and full stam to make sure they can do damage while also providing the team boost. I do have, surprisingly, her max transcended. I could use her, but she'll be the same as, what do you call it? I want to try Kirio. I'm kind of curious to see if Kirio could actually be used at 1 out of 5. So we'll do Kirio next. 5-5 Aizen or 4-5 Ichigo? I would say 4-5 Ichigo, especially if you have Shuhei, right? Remember, Shuhei is a big bonus here. If you have Academy Shuhei, I definitely recommend giving Ichigo a try. Any idea when the end of year banner comes back? It will be coming back in the next 2 weeks. Very likely we'll get data mined info in like a week. Because remember, the current Limit Breaker quest wants you to use Ichigo. And it's also been 5 months since that banner came out. So Yeah, they'll be here in like the next week or two. Alright, so Golden Chappie. Hollow Bait again, because she's not 5'5". And then Chappie. What's the best team in general? Best team is probably Ichigo with Shuei as a main. Ichigo and Shuei, and then the new Orihime. Because that way you're getting a good DPS character, also boosting your team with Orihime. She's obviously going to be easily the best character for this in terms of nat damage compared to anyone else. Mostly because there's been like 3 years between the two. And then Ichigo right now seems to be the best main. You could argue Noel's better at the same transcendence level, but I would say Ichigo edges over her with Shuei as your side. If we actually have a look at what people are using. Makes sense. Makes sense. People are using Yachiru? Really? Oh, you can also use this Momo, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't. So again, I'm going to go full recharge. Ooh. That's a bit awkward, isn't it? Let's do that. You think Orihime would perform good at 1-5 with 400 focus? What do you... Oh, as a... No, give her attack. Don't give her... Yeah, we'll change her attack in a minute. Don't give her focus. Give her a plus 250 attack. Full stamina attack. With Ichigo, I can use better links. We can use these ones. Equally good. Mine's just got a crap ton of good links, bro. It's generally not an issue. Koga soon, though, hopefully, right? We might get Koga's res in like a week when the data mine. As long as they don't leave it too late. Shouldn't and Robert, I'd be down for that. I really want Robert in this game. I'd unironically be hyped for him. Especially if it is Volstanic, which I guess if it was a Shunsui... I mean, he does briefly use his Volstanic, but I want the one with the mask. Or like the balaclava. That'd be crazy. Did you notice that the reward for clearing our Tempera? Yes. So my thought process for this was... Usually it would go into the free, so I actually just recently got it. For those that don't know, if you beat the 1000 Yubawa story modes, the new chapter, you get 10 orbs. That's usually in the free section, but I assume they're getting, because they're getting rid of the rewards, right? With the new achievement system that we're getting potentially in June, they're getting rid of all of these. Like Guild Quest, album, and stuff like that. That's going to then get pushed into the achievement system. The only thing that's staying, I believe, is login and probably battle power. So instead of putting another free order, since they know they're going to remove it, I guess they just put it in the event order instead. If that kind of makes sense. So I thought that was going to be a hint that the achievement system would come this month in May, but unfortunately not. Right. For the sake of the showcase, I wish I prepared in advance, I'm not going to lie. I really did not know she was only 1-5. Really did not know she was 1-5. But we'll do it. We'll do level 10 attack. With him and Ichigo, who should use Rose or Toki? You could do... What you could do is Toki Nada and give him recharge and full stamina. Or give him the recharge links. And that way you can focus on Orihime being full DPS. So give her full nat. Because if you use Rose, then you would need to turn Orihime into your recharge booster. You need to give her the recharge. So I would say Toki Nada. So you can prioritize Orihime being your DPS. But again, if you have Academy Shuhei, I would recommend using him. Also. Next week, GQ has Ichigo and Yua. Oh, really? Really? I did not realize. Real quick, actually. Let me just check sign. There we go. I'm not broke. I'm not broke. I don't know why they keep doing that to me. Every time we stream at 4 p.m. They keep giving me, they give me the rewards late. I paid for it. I literally got the notification that I paid. Let's try again. Let me go to the notices real quick. Because we are about to get the next set of GQ lineups. wherever it is. Let me find it. The Guild Quest schedule. Oh, it's literally about to leave, so probably should need to remember that. So I think the next set starts literally, yeah, like next week we're gonna get a new rotation. So we have Sorry, but right now, then Tolo and Quincy. Yeah, to be fair, that probably told us like months ago that they were coming back at this time, because that's literally for Yuha and Ichigo. Look at that. So yeah, probably I guess they'll be here in like 4 days. The 6th. That's Monday. We might find it on Monday or tomorrow if we get news tomorrow that the banner's returning. I would assume it will return on the 6th or 7th. Because you would think they want to rerun it when this is active, right? Tokyo just right over Hime boost. Oh, true. True. I mean, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Shuei sucks. Not the Academy one, bro. Not the Academy one. Are people maining Hime? I guess if you have no one else to use, you could. Do you see the dude accusing a random guild of mods? I have not seen that, no. If they're accusing Sebe's team, then they're rightfully so accusing them. Right, is she good to go? 90 give responsibilities. I have not seen solo leveling, so I cannot comment on it. Truth be told, I just don't want to watch it. I don't know why. I'm not interested in it. But I mean, it looks cool. I saw like the stuff going on with the voice actor, like how he was trolling the Arise thing. But I've been told by you lads to wait till season 2, so I might wait till season 2. What am I looking for? Kirio. Who would have thought we'd be using Kirio in 2024? This Kirio too, but let alone any Kirio at this point, because the other Kirio is kind of mid too. See what's fire? I've seen some good things. Truth be told, I just can't be bothered to watch anime at this point. I occasionally read and watch someone's that like maybe catch my interest. Again, right now I'm watching what do you call it? Ranger Reject. I'm gonna watch Demon Slayer, of course, and I'm probably gonna catch up to My Hero. I'm like a few episodes behind. But other than that, that's it. Oh, Shinny Gamer? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Holy 500 characters get 25% soul trait? That'd be sick. That'd be sick. I would like for Fifth to get like special soul traits. No, Scott, Shuei and Ichigo were good. I mean, I just used them now. They were good. I mean, if you have Hime, yeah, probably go with her, right? But if you don't, it's not like there's much better options to use. 7-star characters? The problem with 7 stars, it interrupts with resurrections. Because how does 7 stars work if the next set of evolution is resurrection? It goes 6-star, then resurrected 6 stars. So if they want to do 7 stars, will that only be for resurrected characters? That'd be kind of weird. For the most part, you could look at resurrections as 7 stars. Like, they really could just call it 7 stars and it'd be the same thing. If that kind of makes sense. I would not say no to it, though. I would not say no to it. Anything new, I'll take, right? Like, anything new, I'll take. It's fun. It changes things up. Anyway, team number 2. Kirio Gaming is wild. Exactly. We're using Kirio now. She is 1-5, so we're just trying to see if this works. The idea with this team is that Kirio gets benefited from the Shuei buff. So when we do inflict the Stars Summon, she's then doing 40% more damage because she is a Mind Soriba. Now, she's kind of weird because she does 50% more damage when the enemy isn't inflicted with a Stars Summon. And then by inflicting a Stars Summon, it's lowering her damage, but then we still get 40% increase. So her damage is going to be kind of all over the place, but it'll still be good. Right, her resurrection was good for the most part. It does give her paralysis immunity, so she will be immune. And then, I guess if she takes damage, she can heal herself back up with the SA2. She's the team booster, so we're going to give her recharge and full stamina, but we do also want her to do damage at the same time. So we'll see how this works. We played it with, like, what, 20 seconds to spare, probably? With Toki Nada at max strength, let's hope we can do it with Kirio. It'll be concurrent. It'll be good. What comes after 2 killers, 2 soul traits though? 3 killers. 3 soul traits. That's been a thing. There was kind of like some data mine, like we might get 3 killers, but that never happened. I would love for them to do something like Uryu in, you know, in what do you call it, Dokkan? Where like he has attribute advantage against everyone. That would be kind of cool, right? Would it not? Like give them, I would say give them the black attribute. But then they'd have like no accessories. But the closest thing we have to that right now is the new characters, Uryu and Ichigo, and they have like an increased chance against all attributes, or against all Quincy's. But yeah, at this point, give me a character that has attribute advantage against everyone. That'd be high. I think Black Clover also has that with, or maybe it's Grand Cross. They have it with what do you call it? With Meliodas. Or maybe they have it on the ult too. Like I think that's how some games balance it, where it's only on the ultimate. Let's restart that. That was the 4th boss. We took damage. Not the greatest run. So Resonance news. Nah, I've heard it's going well though. I don't have any connections, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But from what I've been hearing, it's back at Nuverse. It's back at Nuverse. So for those that don't know, it's so Resonance. The parent company ByteDance basically said, "Alright, we're leaving the game industry. We're selling off Nuverse. So any game under Nuverse, which was Soul Resonance, had to get cancelled, right? Or like had to find new developers. Since Soul Resonance was so close to coming out, it was going to come out this year. Still might. It kind of just delayed the development. From what I've heard, though, they started developing the game again from February. So we might get something new soon, hopefully, right? That's the hope. Again, take it with a grain of salt. I don't know anything, but from the sounds of it, the game's still coming out. It's just getting delayed, right? Because that whole publisher scenario. All right, we can't get back on the game. I'm looking forward to it, though. Will we get the end of the reveal while Orihime's individuals are out? But I haven't checked. Maybe? I know, Yumachika, right? I guess Yumachika told us that we weren't going to get 1,000 Yubota this end of month. I don't know, but I know Yumachika's individual started when after the end of month banner came out, right? Or maybe started before, I don't know. But I know it's out. It was out when the banner was coming out. Banner prediction? Probably still what it was last time, like Giselle Mayuri Zombietta or Sergeant Bambietta Shinji. That's my guess. I don't know. I generally don't know. Like, I know a Soifon BG9 banner, Beige Noin, is supposed to happen eventually, right? Because they can't skip that. But I don't know if I want it to happen now. Because that's a banner. That's like a Tosh banner, right? Like, I need a hype banner. I don't want these, like, crappy fights getting new banners. Back to back, you know? Alright, let's lock in, though. Let's make sure we get this. How did man get set? Oh, that's right. I forgot that's why we don't use Kirio, bro. Sis has that terrible pushback attack, and she took damage. But she can heal herself, so we might be able to still do this. Yeah, she healed herself. Can we inflict a Stars on it? Yes, we can. I guess don't hold strong attacks. Let's just use the SA2. Yeah, Shuei needs to go. Bruv, why is man... Does Shuei have an increased chance? Why is he always inflicting drain, bruv? Soifon is a... I don't want Soifon BG9 to be mid-month, man. I get it, though. It wouldn't... Because, yeah, just what I said, right? Like, let's say this end-of-month banner was Shuei BG9. Sorry. Soifon BG9. I'd be excited for it. Like, I'm happy they finally get done. But, like, it's not like I want that now. I want to summon. You can see I have 5,000 knobs. I want to summon on a hype 1,000 Yubota banner, but we're not getting it. I wouldn't want it for mid-month. I don't know. Again, I don't know when I want it. I don't know when I want it. If they want to sprinkle it, though, and do, like, Soifon, Sergeant, and someone else, and, like, just switch it up a bit, I don't know. But I guess it would work as a mid-month, but then again, like, do we want 1,000 Yubota mid-months? Look what happened with Esno and Byakuya. And then if they're getting mid-month, why the hell is Minia, Rangiku, and Yumachika getting end of month, you know? Right, so we are resetting quite a bit here, but it hasn't been too bad. I feel like it hasn't. We aren't inflicting any stat summons here. Terrible RNG. Still no stat summon? There we go, finally. I feel like we spent too long here, though. We'll keep it in, though. We'll see how far we go. Good amount of damage there. Good timing, too. Follow up with the 2. We'll say, though, I'm very glad we have not seen that SA1 return since Zapdo and Ichigo. But I have a fear 1,000 Yubaba character will get it in the future. Just because. Yeah, let's restart that. We're not getting good stats procs there. Soifun needs to be mid-month? I don't know, man. I don't know. I like Soifun. I like Soifun. I don't want it to get mid-month. And I like BG9. Big A9. Big A9. I don't want him to get a mid-month either. I want to be good. But again, I also have the feeling like they kind of missed the opportunity to do it. But I guess if we're going to get like back-to-back 1,000 year Edward, it'd be decent to have it somewhere. I don't know. Black attribute character with +10 rainbow pots? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. What's your goal again? Is like ban the Witcher sign? That's been me the last couple of months though. It's like I want to summon on these banners. Like I want to summon for Oak right now and Orihime because like they would make my account better for GQ purpose. But at the same time, like I'm not that excited for them. I'd rather wait for 1,000 Budwar. Because bro, when Kenny comes out, oh my god, bro. When Rukia and Esnot come out, and Sergeant, oh man. They're going to be so sick, you can just guarantee it. That's what I want to save for. Alright, well, thus far it's going well. We just need to inflict the stars on in here. Yeah. Now we inflict it. But you know, we're going to keep it going. Maybe not. We took damage, but Kirio can heal us. How did I not... Okay, we got healed there, but then we die. Great. We took damage. Farming Yalva Noitor today is going to suck. Yeah, wait. What was the bad bonuses? Was it speed only? Speed only was worse, right? It shouldn't be too bad. It's only 20 more HP. Just bring, it's a Sorp, right? Bring Ichigo. Bring the 1,000 Butter Ichigo, right? He both like, is just carry you. It depends what you're trying to do, right? If you're trying to go like 200% bonus, you only need 4 bonus characters. Ah, the Shinji, right, yeah. I hope they're doing good, man. I hope they're doing good. Seriously. Shinji's one of those characters, like, I'm not super excited for a Bankai Shinji. I'm not that excited, but, like, the excitement will come when I see him in game, you know? And I'm, again, very curious to see how they handle his Soul Bomb, because the anime didn't do it the best, with, like, the still frame. But I'm sure KF could do it better. If he's Brave Bowers, surely not, right? Surely not. Well, it depends on the timing, right? It depends on the timing. Because if the next Brave Bow character we get is part 2 of the Ninth Annie, right? Surely. That's how it usually goes. Which is a problem in of itself, because, like, hypothetically, let's just say part 2 Annie is Rukia and Esnot. And then a Byakuya, right? Because Byakuya makes her a 3rd character. Does that mean Byakuya's the Brave Battle character? Would we want that? For Byakuya fans' sake, no, but I mean, I'd rather him take the short end of the stick over Esnot and Byakuya. Or Rukia, sorry. Come on, Kirio, do damage. There we go. Say 2. We got the paralysis. Or did we? We did. I was going to use my Soul Bomb. Oh, I should have. I'm taking damage. Can we even do this? We haven't even gotten to the final boss yet. We'll try for like another 10 minutes to see how it goes. Confidence Synergy Soul Bomb is sick, yeah. They have more free reign on Kanfi World. They have to like copy the anime with how they do the solos nowadays. The anime had like just a still frame, but I'm pretty sure they can make it look good. Oh, so many people are kicking you. Just host your own rooms. I've never understood the problem with getting kicked. Just host your own. You should be fine. People should join. $6,000 also waiting for new Kenny? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't wait for that too. I'm hoping we get the Kid Kenny and the sub one, but I don't think they do that unless they want to make a sub one for him. Brave Battle Bambi? I mean, if I wouldn't mind Zombie Bambi yet to being a Brave Battle character. Because I do want the female meta to continue, right? Like we called it, right? After we saw Orihime become the Brave Battle character, I literally said next Brave Battle character is Minia. I expected it to be a hard counter to Orihime and not Yama. But same difference, right? I'm not sure what other female I would want to be a Brave Battle character. But yeah, if they want to do Zombie Bambi, yeah, I'm kind of okay with that because we're going to get Bambi as vote standing. Look how far she got sent, bro. Oh, my. Let's try that again. Attempt number 74. Has there ever been a good Byakuya other than Fifani? Spirit Society, believe it or not, was like a meta character at one point. Let me check. Byakuya was known as like the guinea pig for a lot of new mechanics during the early parts of the game. Like, what was it? What's an example? I think Speed Byakuya, Senkei Byakuya, was the first Vortex character, I believe, as a summonable. And I think the Frenzy Byakuya was the first Frenzy character with a Vortex too. Something like that. New Year's Byakuya was good back during... I feel Ancient talking about this now, but... You know, back when Grimmjow, the Speed Grimmjow on release was the best character in the game in Brave Battles, New Year's Byakuya was a good counter to him. Thousand Byakuya was like the first barrier character. He obviously sucked. But yeah, I guess the first really good Byakuya was Spirit Society. Then Fear Fanny Byakuya came out, and like even on his release, many considered him to be like one of the best characters in the game. I did. But even then, he still got hate because of his kit. But I think he was fine. He didn't age the best, though. Yeah, so it was really just Fifth Annie Byakuya and Spirit Society. That was like OP Byakuyas. Lost Agent Byakuya, best Night character? I don't recall Byakuya being like that hyped about when he came out. I just remember that banner being a skip because Broken came out a month later. Like, I remember doing like one multi for it. I got Tsukushima, I was super happy. But other than that, banner was a very easy skip for every global player. If only we inflicted a Starsman. Oh, luckily SA1 actually inflicted there. We're going at a good pace right now. As long as we inflict the Starsman here. We are. Kind of wasting a lot of DPS there. We got the Starsman now, that's good, but no strong attacks to follow up really. We got super unlucky on what's her name? On Rukia. Not looking too good. I'm kind of confident we can do it, but it's not looking too good. I think we have to get super lucky. Again, I'll do it for like another... I don't want to be going an hour already on the stream. I'll do it for like another 10 more minutes. Maybe we should do an OB Brave Battle premium character. Yes, I would agree. I would prefer like swimsuits. What do we want that? I'd rather no Brave Battle character for anniversary, but like I also rather like them do it after a month after, like August end of month or like June end of month instead. June end of month would mean that it would be another female, right? So I actually wouldn't mind. Would we want that? Would we want a swimsuit character to be the Brave Battle character? I wouldn't mind it. It'd spice up the meta. In terms of like what character you look at, right? We've never seen a swimsuit character be a meta Brave Battle character. Swimsuit ban the witch. No Brave. Yeah. Oh, imagine a Brave battle ban the witch character. No, that'd be the most toxic thing. Because they'd be super rare, right? We'll see. We'll see. Swimsuit Yama? Surely we do not want to see that. But again, at this point, they've done like almost every female, so I'm not opposed. Okay, first boss nice and easy. Let's get that status proc. There we go. Crazy damage there. Don't even need to use the SA3. There we go. Nice and easy status proc. Unfortunately, the SP boost wore off, so we're going to lose a bit of DPS here. Rukia's locked on me, that's good. And we got the proc, nice. Oh, and we got the proc, this is looking good. Let's drive our soul bomb. I need backup just in case. I'm going to use my SA3 there. Soul bomb into the 2. Come on, Kirio, you can do it. We're looking good. We have all our strong attacks here. SA3. Into the 2. There we go. That one, it took us a while to get that, but that was kind of good. Granted, again, we do have a max transcended 7th anniversary to go. If he was not max transcended, I doubt this would work. But we used a 1-5 Kirio. So that's nice to know that we didn't need 2 max transcended characters in our team like we had with Tokinada. We had to get quite lucky there with the status proc. Funny enough, somehow, that was better than my Tokinada run. I thought Tokinada cleared like 10 seconds faster. But clear's the clear. I was wanting to see if this team worked, and it did. What other teams can I try now, though? What other teams? Because there's not that many other good characters we can use there, truth be told. You like the tradition of swimsuit banners being meta farmers? Well, that wasn't always the case, right? But I agree. I agree. Because it does add value to the swimsuit banner. But, like, that only started, like, 2 years ago, right? With, the Isani banner. But then actually the Byakuya and Jushu are also farmers too. So yeah, that kind of is like the thing now, right? Because yeah, the Isane Apache Mila, no, Halibo banner. There was no farmers there. Then we got a farmer with Retsu and Rukia. Rukia was weird. Rukia should have been a farmer because she just got like power crept hard like a month later. But yeah, ever since every swimsuit banner has been every swimsuit character has been a farmer. So yeah, looking forward to this year's banner then. It's gonna be insane. Try to 1-5 Toki Holy O. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like just now characters are goods. They age better because of GQ, but in Nightmare GQ in particular, you're gonna have to have some dupes into them, unless they're a new character, right? Because again, ranged super killers are bad. Like, since 7th anniversary, again, at least the character that I own. From 7th anniversary Ichigo, almost 2 years ago. In 3 months' time, Ichigo will be 2 years old. We've gotten 4. 5 if you count the new, Orihime that I don't own, right? That I know I'm missing. We've gotten 5 super killers ranged. Really? And, like, Noel could have been good if she had Frenzy too, right? But she doesn't, which is so annoying. I could try her. She'd be good with Orihime, but I don't have Orihime. Gin is, like, a weird one, because, like, he's not really designed for GQ. He has Frenzy too, but I don't know. Rose and Toki. We could do Rose and Toki as sides. Rose is actually max transcended, believe it or not. I actually like this Rose. He was an arena character too. No, him Snow, it's a common misconception, but Gin's SA2 does count as a range attack. For some reason, I'm not complaining, but for some reason, barriers are classed as, if it's only a barrier, it's a range attack. So, like, he's actually potentially good at GQ. Potentially. But this is a range, it's a range attack. It's only when it's combined with a boost, barrier, or, sorry, boost or heal, is when it's classed, or debuff, is when it's classed as a range attack. Midi, sorry. Attack focus. Guess we can try that. Is he immune to paralysis? It doesn't matter. We have Ichigo. Is he 31 seconds of Noel? On Nightmare? Surely not. Surely not. Ichigo's about to be too outdated. Maybe. I still consider him a character you want to have. Max Transcended. And like needed because again he's still used in 2 GQs. His usability is still great despite his damage starting to fall off a bit. You got 31 in Nightmare. Is that a Max Transcended in the world? Surely it's not 1-5. Let me know the team though, because I might try and replicate that. Unless you used unless you're using Orihime. Then we cannot do that. We cannot do that. Noel, Orihime, Aizen. Okay, so Noel's 5-5. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's a pretty good team though. Fair enough though. Orihime and Aizen. Is it worth, just for your sake, trying a different Nat character instead of Aizen? But I guess Aizen would work as a side. Metal Tessai was still I remember being super excited when I got Metal Tessai. That SA2 beam, I think it was, that like just almost one-shot all the Grimjows was sick. Was sick. People are using Ichigo? No way. Kugo? What? I swear he's an Aranka killer. Am I dumb? What's going on? Why are people using... are all the modders using Kugo? Is that the strategy for modders to do? There's no way Kugo is in the top 5. Top 10. What? As the main 2, by the way. So what's... The thing is, right, like one person could have used Okiura. Sorry, Uryu. Like that's like we don't know like how many people are using this, right? To make it, because everyone's gonna be using like the top 5 characters, right? That's crazy to me. That's wild. And I don't own him still, by the way. He's like the only Concord character I'm missing. Let me go to the summon screen. I'm tempted to summon right now. Not any orbs. Not any orbs. True Street guy to go. I mean, I get the idea of it, though. He provides good crowd control. Do we have any tickets? I don't. By the way, not sure if I showed you lads this. But we officially have 200 medals, boys. Let's go. Where are they? Soon come. I will... for some reason, there's a limit. Like, they only let you buy 10 a month. As if anyone's getting 200 medals in a month. This is taking me like almost a year to stack up. But yeah, anniversary. We're gonna use these 10. I'm gonna wait to buy until the time's right, but shout out to Envy. I don't think Envy's here. But for those that don't know, we were so down bad on Hogakus. Envy and stuff would like 2 years ago would buy Hogakus with these medals. And honestly, at the time, it wasn't even like the worst thing to do because generally we could not get any. 200 shafts is wild. I mean, if you look at it like that, yeah. So maybe you can get 200 a month in it. Wait, is it duplicates? It's duplicates that you get the medals, right? Or is it any 5-star? I forgot. You bought Wills when you started? I guess it's a fight. It's not the worst. It's dupes, okay. It's not the worst thing to do. Like, I mean, it's not what I would do personally, but like, you know, 20 for a 5-star, and that 5-star could be an OG Ichigo. It's not like it's crazy value, right? All right, so I guess now we're going to do Tokinada and also Rose. Lucky for us, we can just do this. So Tokinada would be, who does more DPS? I assume Rose, right, because he's newer. Final boss is... Full boss is a power character. Yeah, at times it can bless. That's why you'd still want to, you know, buy those, you know. Oh, yeah, Rose actually works well with Ichigo, right? Because he does more damage to paralyzed enemies, right? Yeah, damage to paralyzed enemies. So I guess we'll turn Rose into our main DPS. We're not using that. And then Sniper sticker. We'll go with that, and then do we have any 30% full stam links? For those that don't know, if you're trying to maximize your builds, it's better to balance full stam than NAD, because an extra multiplier is better than just like going full something that he already has. Like 30% NAD when he already, or Bruiser, when he already has like 70% isn't as impactful as 30% full stam. In this case, I believe I've given Shinji level 10 attack, so should be fine. No other good full stam links though, so I guess I could use Chad here, but yeah, why not? We'll do that. We'll do that. 1-5 Noel or 3-5 Ichigo. I would say Ichigo if you have use Lily Net. Ain't no way I'm using Lily Net, bro. I would say Ichigo if you have Shuhei. The Academy one. Ah, I see. Hey, no way. This is actually oh god, that's actually not bad. Let me get a level 10 attack. I totally forgot like Link even existed. Such a weird Link though. I mean, in this case, it's not bad. She's a rocket killer, right? Ooh. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Who designed the Link? It's weird, right? It's weird. I mean, in this case, it works out. It's 20% NAD. Okay. We can work with that. What's better, 5-5 Rose sticker or Hollow Bait? Probably sticker. The idea is that if you have enough attack, because you're max transcended, you probably don't need the Hollow Bait. I don't know the full math behind it. I just know that if my character's a 5-5, I should be using a sticker. That's all I know. We'll go down to like 550. I need to go for my list of characters. There we go. Look at that. Damn, that's a great... I guess it's a good link. I guess it's a good link. We'll take it. I'm more actually happy about the battle power. I'm not going to lie. Because. Just give me a second. You hate trans points? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's such an easy fix to give us a pity. I wish they would say something about it. Look at that, boys. I'm 1.3k. 1.3k away from 4.5 million battle power. I have no idea how I'm going to get it, besides doing some rerolls on 6 slots. There might be some characters out there that I haven't actually rolled their 6 slot. But, like, I have to go back and look at all my characters, which is, like, so long. You know? Also, fun little fact... Character type, Frenzy. In a few months' time, if you've been playing this game since the start, and I've gone every Frenzy character, maybe it's already possible. Maybe I already missed a few characters beforehand. But, sooner or later, you should be able to 5-5 all the Frenzy characters. So right now, I have every character 5-5 besides Zapdos. I just got one yesterday, so he's technically 2-5. So in 3 months, I'll have every Frenzy character 5-5. And I have rerolled all their 6 slots. I try to get at least 2-star attack. Or not, I don't care what the stat is. I just try to get like a 2-star roll for the battle power. Some are actually good links, like Uryu, which is actually not a bad link. Likewise with Byakuya. I made sure to get him level 10 SP. They're actually decent links, but nowadays not so much because you have access to what do you call it? Just resurrected links that are just better. That's why you have trans points. Since I haven't been max transcending characters as of late, any new ones, like the last time I max transcended someone was New Year's characters, right? Ichigo and Orihime. I have been just willy-nilly spending my my TP points, my trans points, on a bunch of random characters for like links and stuff like that. I tried to make my Brave Battle team a bit better. So I definitely would be on like 3 mil points if I wasn't doing all that. Force some attack, and then I'm gonna go with one fix his killer. You have sticker on, and then now we're gonna give you recharge. There we go. All right then. So I guess team number 3, we're still gonna use Ichigo as our main. Nothing's really changed with him, right? Exact same build. Now we're using Tokinara again. This time we're gonna make sure he's the team booster. Again, we're going to give him full recharge, stuff like that. And then now we have Toki. No, I call him Toki. Now we have Rose. It's SP sticker. Good shout. Whoopsie daisy. I'm terrible with builds. I always do this. And I won't really... I remember like maybe like a month ago, I was resetting the immediate Rukia Guild Quest. And bro, I was resetting for hours, and then I found that I had defense build on my... I had a defense, 30%, 60% defense, 30 on the golden chappie, 30% on the chappie. And I'm here wondering, like, am I that bad at BBS that I can't get the score my guildmate's telling me to? And I checked their build, and yeah, I had a defense build on. I'm like, great. Then I fixed it, and then I got the score that I was supposed to get. So, alright, so we fixed Toki's build. Now it's 5% attack. And then we're also using Rose, who's also basically max transcended, right? Level 10 attack, level 10 focus with the extra attack. He is not immune to paralysis. For some reason, he's immune to slow. I guess it was an arena thing. But with Ichigo, we can get immunity. Golden Chappy Sword sticker. There you go. And then we're going with a mixture of full stamina, more normal attack damage at full stamina, and normal attack damage. This team should work quite well. Let's see it. Yeah, no, I was absolutely embarrassed when I saw that. I was like, whoa. I can't believe I did that. I can probably find the chat. My controller's dead. Okay. Why am I going right? Okay. We'll keep it going. We'll keep that in. You know, 100 loadouts? I want 6 loadouts. Because, like, there's 5 affiliations. So 1 for each affiliation. And then, I mean, NAD characters only go with 1 build, a chappy build, right? So I would like 6 builds, personally. So I can make 1 for each affiliation, and then 1 for a chappy character. Or a NAD character. That's all I want. Alright, stat element right at the end, that's not too bad. I need to make sure I'm giving Rose the paralysis immunity. This is going quite well. This might be my best team. Obviously, Rose does a lot of damage here. Yeah, this is definitely my best team that I can make. Granted, we are using like 3 max transcendent characters, so it's probably expected. Look at that. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. We could probably get faster. We made some mistakes there. My controller turned on at the start. I'm not sure if at all points I gave Rose the paralysis immunity, but that looks like a pretty good team. I guess because the NAD characters did so well there, and especially because they're max transcended, we could try Noel. 1-5, maybe that works. Maybe. Again, I'd love to try different characters here, but most of the characters that we are using are all like years old with like low damage outputs unless they're max transcended, so I don't really have much options here to use, you know? We could try Ichigo. Do we try this Ichigo? Would this work? I want to do it. I want to do it. He's a mini character, right? So he's not supposed to be used here, but we're using a max transcended one. We're using a max transcended one. So why not? Why not? Is Toki good? He's a really cool character. I think every account would want a Tokinada because he's just cool. Like, his gameplay's cool. If you've seen it, easily like top 5 in the game, right? Just like the way he plays. But he's just in that character. He's only been replaced Orihime is just significantly better. In terms of meta standpoint, you don't need him. But he's still a cool character. He's still good to have. So, whenever you can get him, it's not a bad idea. If anything, the probably best way to get him, because when he does become available in a banner, it'd be in a Safui banner, which is worth putting for. I don't want to recommend spending money in this game. It's a gacha game, right? But whenever he resurrects, hopefully this year, you can buy him for $25. If you can afford it, it's not the worst thing to do. If I was missing him and I really wanted him, I'd rather do that than pull for him on a bad banner. That just has like no value. Because he's probably going to get a good link too, right? And I would love to say he's going to resurrect this year, but who actually knows? Because, bro, it's been like 4 months since the last set of Khan Field Resurrections. And they're round 4. Toki's round 4. Alright, so I guess my build doesn't matter all too much. My links are kind of spread thin here. Due to, I mean, 1,400. Wait, 144 SP is not too bad. So, I guess for team number 3, this is team 3, right? Or is it team 4? I don't know. I think it's team 3. We're going to try Ichigo. He's a melee character, so he's not getting that 2 times range damage, and his damage is cut in half, so 1/4 of the damage. But since I have him max transcended, why not? We'll give it a go, right? His builds, standard stuff, right? You're going to do for your SP characters. Links are kind of spread thin here because we have another character with Tokinada going with the recharge, but maybe Ichigo can work as a main if you have 2 good NAD characters to use with him. I am from the UK. He works very hard, yeah. Very hard, he's fine. Nightmare, it's a bit. Let's restart. The one example. Oh, yeah, we need to... Maybe be careful here. We have no barrier characters. Yeah, I don't get the Confield 2 res. I thought it'd be like 1 every 3 months or something like that. It's weird. Resurrections in general have been weird, right? You can do a max instead of Ichigo, 690 Aizen, and 1/5 Orihime. That's not bad. That's not bad. Who's better, 5/5 Toki or 1/5 Hime? I would say Hime. You can try both, but I would say Hime. Use the Wetsu. I wouldn't, because he doesn't do damage, right? From Green. Mine's could be from Croydon. I'm not from Croydon, bro. How you doing, though? Alright. We should be fine here. We'll inflict the lacerate. We'll be good. Crazy that. No, we didn't get the lacerate. It don't count. I mean, Summon still does damage there. That was good. I used my Summon there just because, what do you call it? Oh, hold on. I didn't have any strong attacks. We need good crowd control here. Lucky for us, she's attached onto us, so we're going to play the kite game. We're just going to... Oh, hold on. Rose can't... We can't give immunity, right? Does Ichigo have sheds? Ichigo doesn't have sheds? Why do they limit who has shed? We haven't gotten shed status limits for like a while now. Oh, we took damage. Great. Yeah, it's Rose getting paralyzed is ruining it. If he won, we might have been able to actually do this, you know. Let's restart that. If anything, I'll try and get into the 5th boss and then we'll stop. I forgot Rose isn't immune. Yeah, it was A fan Ichigo, right? You want more double killer characters? I also do want that. I would have wished they did that for Oak. Like, they already gave him the special treatment with the 2 soul traits. They should have gave him 2 killers. There was only 2 characters in 2023 that had it? Really? Raw. They realize it's kind of OP. It is, but... At least give it to the Quincy killers, man. Like, even their good sides don't have immunities, bro. Like, even, again, your best Nad character in range Quincy is Rukia, and she's not immune to the status on it, bro. Man. That's annoying. I guess that's something to keep an eye on, though, in the future. Alright. Got the paralysis, that's good. Guess we might as well do this now. It's still doing a good amount of damage, though. As long as the boss is focused on me, we should be fine. Is Rukia focused on me? She's not. You can't guarantee they go lock onto you. Sometimes it works out, though. This is going well. I don't think we can clear. But it's working. Well, I guess it's not working if we're not clearing, right? Alright, well, it gets you into the 5th boss. So, we tried it. We tried it. I don't think we're going to clear this. And, you know, if you had Orihime, it would probably work. If you had Orihime, it would probably work. I would think. Maybe not. I don't know. But at least he provides the extra crowd control. So, yeah, don't use Ichigo. I mean, that's quite obvious, but don't use Ichigo. But, I mean, he helps you get to the 5th boss. So, maybe if your goal is to get to the 5th boss, go ahead and do it. This obviously would work in very hard. You can't do stuff like this in Nightmare. So, I guess now we'll just use Noel. I guess we'll just use Noel. Considering that we got to the 4th boss, maybe it would work. Thinking we need a 2-5? Probably, right? You don't get all the orbs, but I think you miss out on 25 orbs. You get like an extra 10, I think, or something. Oh, how good would Safri Kisuke be? Down, I'm 5th place. Okay, not everyone's done their GQ yet. Okay, fair enough. I might say, no, I'm 5th place. I didn't even beat the GQ. The first one. Yeah, I think you miss out on 25 orbs if you can't beat it. But usually you want to get into the 5th wave, right? Stuff with Kisuke will be decent here. Not too crazy because the final boss is speed. But I think with Kisuke, he would just be there for the crowd control. You're better off using Senfan Ichigo, you know? We'll try Noel, though. We'll try Noel. Used 8th anniversary Ichigo. Aizen and Orihime declare it. Are you sure it was 8th Annie? A lot of people having trouble with Rage Swordbar. Yeah, I mentioned it before. Like, it's not one that you think is bad. Like, when you think of, like, oh, what Guild Quest is the worst, you think of, like, Range Squad Zero, Range Quincy, and stuff like that. But Range Swordbar, like, it doesn't have that many good characters. Like, you have, like, 3 good leads. And all of them have, like, not a single one of them have Frenzy plus 2 with an 80% SP boost. And then your NAD characters are all, like, 3 years old. 4 years old. So, when you look at what you have to work with, it's kind of bad. At least when it comes to Nightmare. Let's get the Kamari. So that's why I kind of wish Orihime was an SP character. I mean, her being Nad is also good, but we do lack sorry, I need to get the Kamari. We do like a good lead. Yeah, we've played it. We played it. We used 7th anniversary Ichigo and Shuei and Kirio. And Toki. And Otoki. Links are good enough. So I guess we'll just try with Noel right now. She's only 1-5, so keep that in mind. But it'd be nice to know if we can beat it with this team. Although, I should probably give him the immunity, right? He's not gonna... Do I risk it? What are you saying, lads? Do I risk it or do we just do we give him immunity? Cause we could risk it, but then with the vortex, we might be able to like make it so they go in the middle. Is Tokina? Yeah, Tokina's old enough to get a res. They're just taking a while. They're just taking a while to get through the Confield Resurrections. Round 1 got done like 4 months ago, so eventually round 4 will get done, right? Risk it? Yeah, we'll go for it then. It might this might not work. This might not work, but we'll see how it goes. They did butcher Noel. They butchered the whole banner. I generally don't know what Killer were thinking with the Halloween Burn the Witch characters. Like, Burn the Witch has always been OP characters. Some of the best in the game. And then these characters come out with like Frenzy +1. After 8th Annie of all banners, like what? And most importantly, only one killer. Okay, I kind of spent a bit too long there. The thing is, when we use our Sovereign, we will do a lot of damage. Unfortunately, Weakening Drain does not help us out here. If it was last rate, though, we would have been fine. Yeah, I don't think this is working. I mean, granted, things don't get paralyzed. Let's just use our Sovereign. Literally every Burn the Witch banner had 2 killers. Or character. Besides this one for some reason. I guess they didn't want to give us too many OP characters in 1 year for some reason. I don't know. Quite frankly, though, like, just giving both Noel and Nini Frenzy +2 base would have fixed all their problems. Because Noel just felt like a worse version of Yama. Like, because they're literally like basically the exact same character. And she also released right when like Nightmare GQ or Very Hard GQ started. So like her nuking potential was kind of like, why? You know? And now it's more of a problem. Because we don't have like a really good range Super Killer. With Nini, right? Like she has her problems, but like at least Nini performs really good in GQ. Like she's my go-to main character, and she's 2-5 in Nightmare GQ or Very Hard. Like she's when the boost is active, she's a great character. Noel doesn't have that. Noel never has that moment where she feels like a 2023 character. Alright, this might not be too good. Okay, actually we lucked out and no one got hit. Got the SP boost too, not bad. Damage, okay, I'm about to say damage fell off quick there. It's because Rose is getting paralyzed. We need to push her up and have Rose sit in the middle. I guess maybe nuking this stage would be the best because it's a tech character. So we'll retry this. Maybe there's some potential here. Let's retry that. Yeah, they did the Boundless rerun dirty. Like timing was just terrible. Well, I mean, on the bright side, if you wanted Bargo for I guess you just want Bargo for the collection purpose, right? But in terms of what Bargo offers, he's gonna get replaced soon. In terms of what I mean, there already is Ikaku. Ikaku exists. But in terms of like the next super Links of Farmer, the next one is going to be a Mind one. So. Yeah, Nini's definitely not Powercraft in GQ. She's still like easier go-to. Ruka's good with the human buff from Ginjo. Bargo or Ikaku? Yeah, I'd probably say the same, to be honest. I'm a for Bargo. It depends on what your goal is. Because I know Ikaku can clear faster. But if you don't like reviving a lot, then Ikaku's worse. Let's restart that. We took damage. If anything, what annoyed me most about Ikaku was his killer. Like, why did they give him the same kill as Bargo? Because I don't mind having multiple Linkster characters that I'll switch around depending on the killer situation, right? Like right now, if I had Rangiku and I had Noitora in the same account, I would just use whoever has killer. I would more so probably use. I haven't tested out Noitora, so I don't know how he performs, but I would probably more so use Rangiku. But whenever there are Quincy enemies, I would take out Noitora, you know? If Ikaku had like Hollow Killer or something, then I'll just use him when he has killer, and then I'll use Bug when they have killer. Alright. You did 60 sets of Bargo? I mean, was that when he first came out? Because that was kind of the same. I did like 60 multi-totem. What? Oh no, I did the same, right? That's like 10 kills, right? Unfortunately, Rose got hit. Okay. Let's push her up if we can. Why is Rose all the way there? Yeah, I think at best we can get into the fourth boss. Fifth wave, sorry. I mean, I'm sure Rose was getting paralyzed at some points, but... Nah. Yeah, maybe if she was 2-5. And if you had Orihime, and you had maybe a Noel 2-5, it would probably work, but... Right now, 1-5 Noel, with Rose getting paralyzed every now and then, didn't work the best. But at least we got into the fifth boss, so like, I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So yeah, overall, it's not the worst GQ out there, but it definitely is one that is surprisingly limited, given the lack of options. Again, your best 3 leads are all characters with Frenzy +1. I mean, Aizen has Frenzy 2, but just Frenzy 2, right? It's not that crazy. The benefit, though, for most people is that a lot of people, maybe I'm assuming, has 7th Anniversary Ichigo max transcended, or at least duped out. Pair that with Shuhei. Honestly, should work just fine. And, yeah, if you pull Orihime, it makes it a lot easier. She'll be good as a main or a side. Definitely don't use Kugo. For some reason, people are using Kugo. And then, again, as the sides, your NAD characters that you are using, besides, obviously, Orihime, are all characters that are, like, 4 years old. So, like, their damage output doesn't hold up the best. For Nightmare GQ in particular, and very hard to be fine. But yeah, not the worst GQ, but definitely the easiest one out there, right? Definitely not the easiest one. The Shuhei Ichigo combo was us. I used it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad for me. We beat it with like 10 seconds to spare with this team. I thought it was pretty good. Look at all the Orihimes. How many were in there? Well, it's cool to see Orihime number 1 now. Oh, there's 3. Yeah, look at that. Orihime is the Super Queen, apparently. Alright, boys, let's do some co-op. Let's do some co-op. We're done with Guild Quest for now. Done with Guild Quest for now. Yeah, if Ichigo's not max transcended, then fair enough, yeah. Probably that, right? I generally don't know how Kugo's top 10. That must be like one person modding or something. There's no way. And somehow it got into the top 10. Feel free to join though, lads. It's 050205. I've recently just got a jumbo haul. Tomorrow, depending on what I'm doing tomorrow, or Saturday, we're going to do a stream where we just play this co-op quest until we get a jumbo haul. A big drop. Or stream for like 2 hours. Or stream for 2 hours. Again, all I require is to bring a 50% bonus character. So 7th Annie Uryu, 6th Annie Aizen, or 5th Annie Ichigo. If you have links, that'd be even better, but it's not a requirement. Would I farm? Yeah, we're just farming this for just to get extra materials, right? Just so I can have an excess amount. Since link sorting all my characters, I haven't had to manually farm IT yet. Because, you know, you don't pull that many new characters, right? But off stream, I'm farming this on my auto accounts too. My auto accounts need this. Is it because you got a 5-5 Toki? I mean, we cleared with 8 seconds to spare, so maybe the 5-5 Toki did help. Just need the OP PvE Hime? I agree. This Orihime should have been a thing character, not gonna lie. SP. I mean, I didn't like mind that she was a NAD character, but the idea that we just got 2 Orihimes in like 4 months and both are ranged NAD characters, technique. I don't think it's that repetitive. I don't feel that way, but like I can see that it kind of is for Orihime fans. But then again, at least you're getting characters. I waited 6 years, 5 years, for a new Aaroniero, and he's a Link. How do you think I feel? Huh? At least you're getting playable characters. I'm not. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Attack boost would have been the corner, yeah. And surprisingly, that character's weird, man. I'm surprised we haven't gotten that many, Nad cards with the attack boost. I got 2 drops, 3k rainbows. Yeah, I got the jumbo haul. I thought it was like 9k super pots, but we got like rainbow potions instead. So I think if you get the rare super drop stage with like Ichigo, Aizen, and Uryu, like when they appear as the bonus characters, it doesn't guarantee you get like the 9k super pots. Because I got it on my first stage. Alright, see if we get something good here. Unfortunately not. On to the next one. On to the next one. Still waiting on the Okura news? Yeah. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. I'm glad they acknowledged it though. Because like, so when I finished that stream that day, I worked on a few videos and then slept for like 15 hours. So I woke up to then seeing the Reddit post and then seeing Rukia and Tony uploaded their videos. I'm like, okay. Do I have to talk about this now? But then before I even got a chance to talk about it, Caleb already addressed it. So good on them for addressing it. While it's annoying that this banner had 2 problems, I'm glad they fixed Orihime before the banner came out. And I'm glad they addressed the Oak situation pretty quick. Unfortunately, they couldn't fix the situation. But it's nice they did address it. Unfortunately, we lost some 2 lads here. So hopefully we don't get a good drop. I mean, this would have been better if they did it with... Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they definitely want to spice up seasonal characters this year, right? Because, again, they asked us early this year. The character poll that we got. The character poll that we did, that we're going to get later this year. They said specifically, that it's to get a better... I don't know what I'm trying to say now. I'm not going to lie. They wanted our feedback on what they should do more for seasonals. So I think they want to experiment more with seasonals this year. That's why they asked us, and that's why they're doing Cyberpunk now. Because maybe they realized too, seasonal characters were a bit like, the years prior, because they weren't doing any society banners. Oh, unfortunately, this ain't the good one. This is the bronze one. They should refund orbs? Nah. It's not happening, lads. Like, they're not refunding. They're not refunding. You didn't get baited into summoning for something that was better than intended. It's worse than intended. So compensation is due. But you weren't falsely advertised into something that wasn't the case, you know? You didn't get baited, you didn't. I mean, even in the test play, in the showcase, if you noticed it at least, the character performed as intended. And the only time you get refund, the only time they've refunded, and the only time they will ever refund again, is if the character is better than it's supposed to be, which in this case is not the case, right? Kisuke was way too OP because he had that skill, right? And then with that, people thought that's how the character was supposed to play, so you summoned and had the wrong impression, right? And that's why people got refunded. With Akon, because Akon was another situation, right? He was buffing Sorba's characters or speed characters by 20%, so he was better than intended. And instead of... This is actually a good drop, wow. Instead of refunding, they just gave the character the skill. So that was a cheeky way for people, for Kelly not refund people. But in a way, they just made the character better, right? In this case, with Oak, the character is just underperforming on his SA2, so they're just going to fix it. And with that, if you have the character, you're going to get 25 orbs. That's usually, in the last 8 years, how they've done it. When a character is worse, and they fix it, you get 25 orbs. Spirit side to Ichigo, he was bugged for like almost a year, unfortunately. Until we brought it to Kev's attention, and they fixed it. And if you own the character, you got 25 orbs. I remember in the past, there was a problem with transformation characters. And for every transforming character you owned, you got 25 orbs. I remember waking up one morning to like 50 because I had Barnken and Sergeant. I remember they were broke, somehow bugged or something. It was weird. But the only time you're going to get refunded is if you got baited into summoning or something that wasn't the case. They were better than they were supposed to be. If that makes sense. Because in this case too, they can't even technically in this case, if they were to refund people, it would be those that didn't test play. Right? Because the idea is like, you know, when they refunded Kisuke, right? If you missed the Kisuke situation, essentially what happened was he was the first SP boost character. So when he inflicted a star element, it was guaranteed. Wait, yeah. When he got the... oh. Okay, that's not the best one, but that's a good one. So basically, when Kisuke got the SP boost, any attack that he hit on an enemy, he had a 100% chance to fix star elements. Again, paralysis. So he was able to constantly paralyze, which was like super funny and broken. Right, they had to fix that quick. Now I forgot what I was saying. Can't lie. I'm having a mind fart right now. But yeah, then they refunded, right? But they only refunded those that test played. Because that was the only way for Caleb. One, to limit who they refund, right? I didn't get refunded, unfortunately. And I did like 20 steps. But the only way for Caleb to know 100% that you summoned with the idea that the character was broken and better than intended was by test playing. In this case, it's like... if you test played, you knew the character was worse. So you summoned with the idea that the character was worse than intended. So then you don't warrant, it's not warranted a refund. So technically, if you did test play, you don't deserve a refund, if that makes sense, with how they handled the Kisuke one. Then they bugged Ichigo too. No, Ichigo was fine. That's a common misconception that Ichigo was bugged. The SA free, right? That's just people assuming how... So, basically, the SA3 for Ichigo, and now Oak, it can only hit once on the first phase, and then hits a second time on the second phase. But it can hit multiple times on the first phase, if it one-shots the mob. So, like, in the gameplay, when we first reacted to Ichigo's SA3, we all assumed it hits multiple times. It was like a barrage attack, but that's not the case. It only hits one enemy once. But if it kills that wave with that one hit, it will then hit the next wave. And if it kills that wave in that one hit, it will then hit again. So like that first hit, that first part of the attack can hit multiple times, but it's only going to hit one enemy once. But in the gameplay, because you're going against weak enemies, it was hitting multiple times, and then it hits off the second part. So the SA3 works exactly how it's supposed to, just people got the wrong impression of it. That's fine though. I think it's the SA3 is fine the way it is. What day this month do we find out what end of month is? Do we find out early this month? We find out on the 27th on a Monday. I use Steam to play. Keys get extra compensate everyone. I agree. But you know, Caleb had to limit it, right? I didn't get compensated in it, so like I'm not that fussed about it. But yeah, in that case, they definitely did it intentional, right? Like, oh, we don't care if you found out through YouTube, etc. Only if you test play, you get those back. But yeah, so Silver and Luffy, for the record, if I'm on 0% for you, it means you've not connected. And you have to the DC, unfortunately. It was Silver. But then again, to be fair, the whole Kisuke situation. Did anyone actually summon with the idea that the character was supposed to be like that? I think everyone knew the character was bugged, right? Surely there was no one out there that thought his increased chance to inflict the stars element, his guaranteed chance to inflict stars elements was intended. Like, there's no way anyone summoned. So in a way, no one deserved the refund, if that makes sense. Because like, I highly doubt, and maybe there were some people out there that summoned with the idea that that was intended. But I think everyone knew it was bugged. That's not the case. They were going to fix it. But yeah, if they were going to refund people, they should have refunded everyone. Because who test plays? Who test plays characters, bro? I mean, if it was post the Kisuke situation, because like after they fixed it, you know, they made the test play actually fun, then I would have got my orbs back because I actually did test play. But back then, the test play was terrible. How long ago was the Kisuke thing? I think it was September 2021. Or October. So it's almost like 3 years ago, right? You saw him before, without knowing he was bagged, and then... Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, you were one of the lucky ones, right? I think everyone that got refunded was happy, right? How do you know which stage it is? The map is different. The map is different, but it depends on the enemies you go against. So if you go against the hollows, like we did now, we just get like the 90 drops, nothing crazy. If you go against the Jinta and Uryu, that's like the silver drop. It's like the better drop. And then the one you want to go against, that's if you get it even on the first stage. More often than not, you're not going to see it. But if you see Aizen, Uryu, and Ichigo, that's like the best drop possible, I guess. You know, Ichigo's SA3 was bugged because sometimes you completely froze after using it. Oh, okay, in that case, yeah. But most people weren't talking about that, right? Bye, Moz. I know personally from what I saw when Ichigo came out, people thought he hitting multiple times was a bug, which wasn't the case. But yeah, in that case, I think if you flash stepped and then used the SA3 or something, that was a bug, which funny enough happened in the live stream when they showcased the character. But I believe they fixed that. Oh, you weren't happy? You know. I also agree. I think I remember my opinion was that refund no one or refund everyone. Because the thing is, right, at that time I remember actually, now that we're talking about it, I don't think anyone was expecting a refund. No one cared, like, that he was broken, right? Like, no one cared. It was like, okay, all right, we all know it's a bug. We all know he's going to get fixed. Cool. The character's still great. That's fine. No one cared that, or even called for a refund, I believe. But then they refunded. And then it became an issue because it was limited to only people that test played. But since then, now people, every time a mess up happens, people call for refunds. Because they've shown that they did it in the past, right? I think I remember having the opinion that they shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have refunded. You didn't almost ruin your friendship? I mean, yeah. I don't remember any of my friends getting refunded. I think maybe Zan did. I can't remember. I just know I didn't. I just know I didn't. So I was kind of annoyed, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Speaking of refunds, not entirely the same thing, but surprise. I mean, it's not that common, but surprisingly, Caleb haven't had like an infinite orb. No, they did actually. Never mind. I'm gonna say Caleb haven't had an infinite orb glitch. Because something happened on Blue Archive recently where people got like infinite orb gems, and like they said if you abused it, you get bans. Oh, I think this might have been a jumper haul. Maybe not. But for those that don't know, there was an infinite orb glitch once. It was like last year actually. It was the very hard guild quest. Basically, if you beat very hard and you got all your rewards, if you left the guild and then joined another guild, you could get those rewards again. So you were able to get like 100. How much was it? How many orbs was it? Oh, this was before they upped it. So it was like 40 orbs a phase. Or was it 20? Was it 20 orbs a phase before? So I guess, yeah, you could get 100 orbs a day. But they patched it after like day 2. So for those that did abuse it, it was like 200 orbs. 20 orbs a phase? That was terrible. Ew. We are in a much better position now. It's 40 a phase. Imagine that was glitched. Oh, that's 200 orbs in a day. I did do it on my alt account, I think. I did leave and do it. My main, of course, I'm not leaving because then that would ruin my guild quest streak. But yeah. So that's the closest thing to orb glitch. I remember Treasure Cruise. Treasure Cruise, oh man. If you play Treasure Cruise, I quit like over 2 years ago because I got banned, right? But for refunding. If you play Treasure Cruise over the last like 7 years, man, they had so many mess ups. So they have a thing like friend points. We have con points, right? They had one where like their friend points you can use to summon on like this crappy, terrible mid banner, right? You get like old terrible units. But like sometime it was like 7-11, that's what we called it. It glitched and you were able to summon for actual summonable characters. So That was like a funny mess up. Everyone just used all their friend points and just got like a bunch of good characters. And then the biggest one, I think, was a few years ago where you got gems in the mail and you could just keep reclaiming it. So everyone had like thousands, and I mean thousands of free summons. It was crazy. And there was a good banner going on. Bro, that night was fun. That night was fun. Just infinite summons. It was crazy. It was a massive mess up though, and eventually they had to roll back. So every character you pulled, you lost. But they let you play with it for a week. So that was that. But they had to refund it. If the game broke, at that point they'd have to like trash every character because everyone just had infinite characters. It was insane. But there was the catch. If you got a duplicate and you fed that dupe into a character, now dupes aren't that important. Like, right, if it happened in BBS and you could summon infinite times and get a bunch of dupes, it'd be way more broken in BBS, right? But in Treasure Cruise, dupes didn't matter that much. They have like a dupe system, but this was like the old one, so it went crazy. But if you fed the dupe into a character, you would keep that dupe. And if you used the gems to buy the ships or to expand your box space, you got to keep that. So people did benefit from it. I did. I know I did. But you didn't get to keep the characters. So that was unfortunate. But it was a funny week, funny day. But yeah, I guess One Piece is lucky the dupe system wasn't that good. Because if it was, then that would have been like super broken. You're 7 out of 10 on the free bracelet summons. Pray for you. Good luck, bro. My free summons have been absolutely terrible. Blue Archive almost has it. Was that recently? I know they had some like long ass maintenance before, but if anyone plays Blue Archive, I don't know if the glitch happened on global. I just know that a glitch happens recently, infinite gems, and then I think I saw a notice that if you abused it, you would get bans. Oh, the blazing 500 gems. I wasn't playing at the time, but I did come back for it when they gave out 500 gems. I remember that. That was funny. What was the problem with Oh, it was a campaign, wasn't it? Didn't they give like 500 to a certain selection of people by accident? So they just gave it to everyone. When we get in the line for the Choose a 6-star, unfortunately, we won't know until it comes out. So like, I would love to make a video saying like, oh, pick these characters, etc., blah blah blah. Like, we won't know until it drops, and we also don't know the date of the free Choose a 6-star. If you go into the news, right, of the campaign, they just say first half of May. So we don't know like the exact date. We'll just get it one morning. We didn't get the ticket. We didn't get the ticket, not yet. They haven't even announced that we beat the goal. So that leads me to believe that Caleb on holiday right now. We'll find out tomorrow. So for those that are wondering why Oak hasn't been fixed, I think, unfortunately, it's just very bad timing. Because Golden Week, right, is a week-long holiday in Japan. There's a potential chance Caleb just aren't working right now. So that's why Oak couldn't get fixed before GQ, because they're just not in. They're on holiday. And that was, like, again, the terrible timing on the Toshiro banner. When that happened, when his SA3 wasn't doing damage, we called it out. And the banner had to get delayed because it happened on the weekend. So like, they couldn't fix it in time. Do you think they'll refund the banner? No. If you own the character, you're probably getting 25 O's. That's it. Or maybe 50, and everyone gets 25. I don't know. But they're not refunding. Yeah, we did get 30k. I think someone did the maths. We passed 35. With everything combined. So, yeah, we're getting everything. That's the reason why I think they are on holiday, because they would have announced this morning that we beat it. But again, we'll find out tomorrow, right? If they don't tweet out tomorrow that we beat it, it means Caleb on holiday, and we're not going to get the announcement until Monday on the 6th. Yeah, my free summons have been bad too. We didn't know Oak was bugged until after the banner. Yeah. That's probably why, maybe, they responded like as quick as they did. It's very rare for them to like at least acknowledge it straight away. They acknowledged it quick, like the morning of when they saw it. And then that's maybe why, right? Because if they are going on holiday for like 5+ days, imagine no announcement. Imagine no message saying, okay, we acknowledged the issue. Imagine they didn't acknowledge it. And then we're going like 5+ days of them not saying anything. That would cause even more problems. So that's maybe why they addressed it so quick, but couldn't actually fix it in time. Just assumptions, by the way. I pick up White, the legendary Brave Battle Lad. Okay. Okay. Nuts. And Joe. Competitive banner is not worth it. No Safui banner is worth it anymore, in my opinion. Unless every fillet is Safui, and it's like Toshiro and stuff, then I don't know. I would not pull on it. I would not pull on it. Only pull on Fowler's New Blood War, new banners, and pull on like Enderman banner, which is good. That would be hilarious. I don't know. It'd be just called it. Just proper commotions. I don't think it'd be good on Kerala's part if they didn't address it quickly. What's the rate on the free summons? Usually 3%. So ideally, in 10 multis, you should get 4 5-stars, right? 3% rates, 10 multis, you should get 3 5-stars, and then you have the 4th on the guarantee. But obviously doesn't mean you're guaranteed 4, right? Sometimes you get none. Like right now, I'm like 7 multis in, however many we done. I've gotten nothing. But last time, on the free summons, the seasonal ones, I had like 7+ 5-stars, so. Oh, this is a decent one. So you can see there, the enemies are Uryu, Jinta, and Tessai. We're getting kind of lucky on these runs. That's like a medium drop, so if we check here, we should get like a bunch of potions, right? Yeah. Like 500 droplets. Pretty good stuff. Mission summon stream? Well, you didn't miss much, so. You didn't miss much. Well, next time we summon, I think it like, on stream might be on the anniversary, you know. Because unless 1000-Year Blood War mid-month is Giselle, like if we get a Giselle mid-month, that I'll stream then, sure. End of month, again, depends on the character, right? If it's a hype 1000-Year Blood banner, I'll summon on stream. If it's a premium hype banner, I might make a video. But then again, if it's like Dangai Ichigo and like Monster Eyes, then I'd probably stream too. But I won't pull on my main, just for the record, right? Even if they're the best characters in the game, it's Monster Eisen, Dangai Ichigo. That's what I want for May end of month, by the way. If that is the case, I'm still skipping it. I'll do 2 steps on my main and skipping it. I've been playing this game for years to know that if it's a premium banner, I'll get them later on. Literally, Quincy Ichigo, Tensu then Getsu and Ishin are basically all 5/5. And I didn't even pull in their banner, besides the first 2 steps. So I'll be skipping it, but my ult will be summoning, because I still want them, right? That's the benefit of having 2 accounts. I get to skip on my main, save me money, and still try and get them. Swimsuits, I don't think I stream. I think swimsuits I'll just make a video on. What's the one with Okura? I can quickly break it down again once this run starts. Oh, so pretty cool. We have a Lotus of Brave event going on right now. You got 20 tickets today. That's pretty cool. I like they did something for that. I would have liked if they gave an accessory, though. Like a collect design. So basically, quick breakdown of Oak. The problem with Okura is ultimately the way his SA2 works. Right, so just for comparison's sake, in terms of the way it's supposed to work, it's exactly like 8th Anniversary White. The only difference is the way the hits are distributed, right? So if you scroll down here, let me scroll down here for SA2. You'll see here, right, the way it's supposed to work is that the first part has 9 hits, and the second part has 3 hits. And then with that, there's a 60% magnification on the first part, and a 60% magnification on the second part. So overall, 120%, 12 hit strong attack. You then look at Okura, 60% on the first part, 60% on the second part. But the problem is, all the hits are in the second part, 12 hits, and 0 on the first. So what you're ultimately seeing here is that its SA2 is doing half the damage. Because the way you would fix this is have the second half at 120%. Because that's why it's doing half the damage, because it's a 60% mag. And the other 60% is in the first half, but there's no hits in the first half. So either remove this, lower this down to like 3, or have 9 on the second half, and 3 in the first part, like kind of like White, right? 9 to 3, or 3 to 9. Or if they're dead set on keeping the second half 12, just up this to 120%. That's to 120%. his SA2s do no more damage. But again, I mentioned it already. I think ultimately the biggest problem with this Ulquiorra was the events that came alongside it, right? You tested Ulquiorra in like some of the hardest content we've had in the game, right? Most time, when you test out a character, you're putting them in very hard guild quests with good supports, good sides. You're testing them out in Limit Breaker, where the enemy's HP aren't buffed. This Limit Breaker quest had more stamina than before, right? So naturally, it just made Oak look worse. Like, you would expect a team like that to go in, play like 30 plus stages. Even with the best team possible, you're probably only getting to like stage 25 because they just buffed the HP. So in GQ, in Limit Breaker, he naturally looks worse. In Guild Quest, again, the SA2 is a problem, but the Guild Quest itself is also just terrible because you're doing Nightmare GQ, and the sides are terrible, right? Ooh, look, we've been getting lucky. It's just unfortunate you had to put them against like super hard content. Because again, I've been hearing people say that they didn't get to the 5th wave with Ulquiorra. If his SA2 was working, you're probably still not beating it. If you can't get into the 5th wave with Oak, you probably won't beat it anyway with his SA2 being fixed. Like, sure, the SA2 is nerfed, but it's not like it's going to add millions of damage to your overall DPS. So ultimately, we need better sides, is what I'm trying to say with the Quincy one. We need a ranged Nat character with a boost, and hopefully have like maybe barriers, maybe have some status and duration immunity that you can give to other characters like Orihime. Because even if we did get a team booster, then you'd have to give Rukia like immunities. You need a 5/5 Rukia. Yeah, that was the problem, right? I think people expected Ulquiorra to carry everyone, which wasn't the case. And then again, right? Coincidentally, at the same time, day number 1 of the Nightmare Guild Quest was easier because the enemies had less stats. So everyone that tried out Toshiro on day 1 and then tried out Oak on day 2, Toshiro looked better because you used them in the easier quest. Right? For those that missed it, Nightmare had a bug where like the stats were lower than it should have been. So all that combined just gave like a super negative impression on Ulquiorra. For what otherwise is like a really good character, right? Once they fix his SAT. Can I pay the power attribute? Yeah. This year, bro. This year, 9 funny. Another power character. Has to, right? Toast a cooler character? I don't know. I mean, fair enough, though, if you t-shirt on, you know. Tosh has the advantage of having Akon, though. Gameplay-wise? I mean, Tosh's gameplay is a bit awkward. I mean, for GQ purposes, it's still a bit awkward, I'm not gonna lie. It's safer, I guess. It's safer. You don't need the yeah, it is unique. I do agree with that. It is unique. I do like it. I wouldn't mind seeing more characters like him. Ulquiorra is a bit awkward if you don't have Orihime, the maid one, right? You want Rukia for Annie? I think most people do. I think very good chance, right? Again, I'm gonna have a we're getting lucky. What are these drops? Like almost every other run has given us something. I'm gonna have a top 10, not top 10. We did it last year, right? I'll pull it up in a minute. I'll do it May 23rd for those that are wondering. A month before we get the trailer, teaser trailer. Shout out to Chris, Holo, and JST. So again, this is what I made last year. Obviously didn't age well. Because lads, Rukia had a very high chance of being an Annie character last year. And look what happened. But keep in mind, this is before we got the teaser, right? This is before we got the teaser. But I think my thought process was relatively safe. I think most people would agree, right? These bottom characters are not getting any characters, right? Uryu is anniversary level, as we saw with the Symphony, but he just got anniversary character last year at the time. So he won't get any, right? Probably not, because all these characters had Safi characters. Some had yet to even happen. So, like, obviously, Gin wasn't going to be an anniversary character. He's yet to get his Safi character at the time. Or he did. He just got it. Chad was a maybe because, like, they did Uryu. I doubt it, though. Good chance because more often than not, Anniversary is Ichigo versus antagonist. And, like, you know, yes, Aizen already had one. Yes, Okura already had one. But, like, if someone was to get a second any character, it would be Aizen, right? I said a good chance. Like, it depends what they want to do for the theme. Grimjow, yes, he had a Beyond a Ronka Resurrection. But, like, again, if there was one character to get a second form, maybe it would be Grimjow. Ginjo was just there. I know Ginjo is probably never going to happen, but I would like a Ginjo anime. Maybe not now. Maybe they missed the opportunity. And then, that just left these three, right? Like, Orihime, Rukia especially, and Renji were, like, the only characters that had yet to get original forms. This was at a time, again, before we realized, oh, we could get a canon anniversary, right? This was at a time where, like, they were always originals besides Four Fannies. So, Rukia just seemed like the best outcome. And also at the same time, too, this was before they had they updated the list. So, now that they update it, they can update it again this year. But chances are, they won't. And it's probably going to be the new characters that got added. So, Yu has the chance now. I would say, again, right now, best chance for Annie, besides Ichigo, because it happens every year, is Rukia and Yuha. And again, right now, it always depends what they plan to do for part 1. Is it going to be original? Is it going to be canon? If it's canon, I don't see another Yuha happening. Because, like, why would they do another Yuha? We just got one. If it's original, then Yuha has a pretty good chance, right? Likewise with Ichigo. They could do Bankai Ichigo for part 1, but, like, do we want that? Do we want... I know a lot of us want Fullbring Bankai, but do we want it for part 1 anime? With another character? I don't know, maybe? But Rukia, part 1 would be cool. But then again, that would mean maybe Esnot follows with her. So I wouldn't mind a part 1 Esnot Rukia. Like, imagine the anniversary Esnot. Ooh. I don't think I'd say no to that. I don't think I'd say no to that. Special move source on Bargo or Ikaku? I would say none. Bargo would be more worth it, given that he is a more rarer character. But I don't think any of them need it. Thousand Blood we'll get some news like next week with what do you call it, with the rerun for Ichigo and Yuha, because that should return in like the next week or two. Did we get the 6-star ticket or not? No, they've not announced yet that we've gotten all the rewards, because I believe Killer bought on holiday because it's Golden Week, so we might get the news on Monday and probably get it soon after. Now if I need Ichigo and Yuha, I could see it being those two. I could see it being those two. The thing is, Ichigo, right, has to get like at least one character a year. He hasn't gotten it this year. Yeah, he hasn't got a character this year. In terms of Thousand Year Blood War, he could get a Bankai version. But they definitely could do an original character this year again. Again, I would like a new almighty unique version of Yuha and Ichigo. That'd be sick. Sang 2? It depends. Like, Thousand Year Blood War, this end of month banner, or end of year banner, has taken like 4 months to return. Usually it doesn't take that long. So Sangdu could return this month, because Limit Breaker was technically designed for him in Stage 2. But maybe not. It was kind of a generic rule. He might return in like 2 months. Or next month. He needs Stage 2. Yeah. So yeah, maybe a Bankai, maybe an original form. Maybe a seasonal, but like what seasonal could he get? I guess Halloween. But I don't want them to do remix anymore. Like remake Halloween characters. Do some new designs. Do Spirit Side again, why not? Unless Ichigo won the character poll. I hope not. I can't wait to the day we find out who won the character poll for the costumes. I'm gonna be so pissed or happy. I want to see some new faces, man. Like, we had an opportunity to get, like, 1,000 Year Blood War seasonals. We better get someone from 1,000 Year Blood War, man. Even if it's Bambietta, I don't care. Just someone. If it's, like, Aizen, Ichigo, and Rukia, I'm going to be so pissed. Because they already get seasonals. Not that much, to be fair. But, like, they already get seasonals. Don't let it be the same faces again, you know? Bro has Kukapuro max transcended? That's crazy. If they made Rukia filler now, already got opportunities? Perhaps? Oh. Bankai Ichigo should be after core 4. When I say Bankai Ichigo, by the way, I mean core 1 Bankai. But yeah, we're not going to get that Bankai Ichigo for a while. You think Ichigo won't be a part 1 this year? Potentially. Potentially, right? That was my idea last year, but they ended up doing Ichigo again anyway. So we'll see. Again, by the time the trailer comes out, I think it'll be quite easy to guess who the anime character can be this year, I would say, with the trailer. Usually always is. Like, every year we always narrow it down to like 4 characters. There's always the case we made with someone else. But usually we do predict it quite well. Like this year, I mean, last year, for example, we knew it was everything but the rain. We knew it was everything but the rain. So we knew White was added to the list. He was probably, I think everyone was dead set on White. Some people thought Ichigo. My thought process was Ishin and White. Because the trailer itself gave off the vibe that 2 characters were fighting. And it was. But I didn't think they could do 2 characters that weren't related from the same time. You know, Ichigo and White never interact, so I didn't expect it to be those 2. But like, I wasn't really surprised, you know. The year before, 7th Annie, we knew Ichigo was going to be... I mean, 7th Annie was a weird one, because we didn't know if there was going to be 2 characters. At the time, 6th Annie was 1 character. Last time on the 5th Annie, they specified 2 characters. Same with 4th Annie, they gave us 2 quotes. So we haven't... 7th Annie was the first time we had 1 quote, means 2 characters, right? So 7th Annie was a bit unknown if we are going to get 2 or not. But 7th Annie, there was cases from Uryu, and there was cases for Rukia. So it really came down to either or. And at the same time, yeah, 7th Annie was a surprise if it was going to be 2 or not. This year, it's still not set in stone. Like, we could see the whole trailer, and maybe it could mean 2. Did bro's message say Rangiku OnlyFans guilds? That is crazy. Bro, what is this luck? I was going to end the stream soon, but we're getting lucky. These are some crazy runs. Hopefully all you lads that joined there had the Cons Bonanza pass, because if you didn't, that'd be actually heartbreaking. We need a golden week in the UK. Yes. Well, didn't we have that when the Queen dies? Didn't we get like a week off? I can't remember. Or was it a day? Or was that when she reached 100? I can't remember. Not gonna lie, lost any aged bads. I can see where you're coming from. Then again, it did it? I don't know. Like, White's still great. Ichigo hasn't, like, gotten worse over time. He's kind of stayed the same. Yeah, she never reached 100, but like, that was a thing, right? Don't we get like a week off when she reaches 100? But as I was saying, yeah, I find Ichigo hasn't like fallen off or anything. He's kind of still the same. He's still special in the sense that he's like the only auto character like him, and he's also the only character with poise breaks. So I think Ichigo's aged well for the type of character he is. But then I can understand for the anime character he's maybe a bit disappointing. I'm hoping this year is better though. I mean, 6 Annie Aizen, like, bro, he was the highlight of the anniversary. I want part 1 character to be the highlight of the anniversary. And the last 2 years, part 2 has been highlight. Which is not a problem. But any characters I want to be perfect, you know? Like, Aizen was perfect. Look, we're still using him. He's still great, right? Maybe he's falling off now, but he's still great. He's still such a cool character. 7th Annie, Ichigo had a terrible SA1. Uryu, I guess at the time, didn't have a raw draw sign, which I guess was the problem, but... you know, part 2 had Yama. Yama was the highlight for 7th Annie. And then last year, Yachiru was the highlight of the anniversary. She was the character you have to get. Not so much Ichigo or White, even though they were both still good. Blood and even top 10. Yeah, it depends on how you look at it though, innit? Because Ichigo's the auto god for me. Like, he's a different character. If I was to rank top 10, probably wouldn't include Ichigo, but like, that's not a problem for me. Because he offers different things, you know? Nice, another decent drop. Like, it'd be different if Ichigo did bad at the job he was designed for. But he's not. Like, he's an auto character, and he does exactly that. He's not the best in Limit Break or IT, but he's been good in there. Sorry, GQ. And he might not get the best scores, but he can beat it. Can beat it. That's a fair one too, yeah. Like, DPS is always gonna it's going to always, like, fluctuate, right? Some characters are going to come out with, like, higher DPS and replace the other ones. But in terms of autoing, unless the character comes out that does better... I don't know how you can get better than Ichigo's autoing. Like, Frenzy +4? At that point, there's no difference. But yeah, in my opinion, Ichigo's still one of a kind. So I feel like he's still special. I've gotten my use out of him, so I can't complain. Again, like... You know, it is what it is. I've linked all my characters first and foremost in the technical attribute, and it was just thanks to him. It was just too good. Like, I guess not everyone likes the auto IT, but like, why wouldn't you? You know? If you have to farm so much, why not auto? You know? It's nice to have the option at least. Nice to have the option. They won't do an original Yuha until anime is over, I think. I think they can do it next year. Again, the theory right now is the 369, right? Every 3 years we get a villain Annie. Third Annie was Oak. Sixth Annie was Aizen. Ninth Annie Yuhan. And then if... it's going to be embarrassing, man. It's going to be embarrassing if it's not Yuhan. Because it's too perfect. It's too perfect. They showed us that they can give us Yuha because they put him on the list. Right? We know we can get 1,000 Year Blood War premium Annie characters now because we got White and Ichigo. It'd be too perfect not to give us a Yuha. Unless, again, they plan to do, like, Rukia Part 1, which is equally as good, but I kind of want a Ninth Annie. Look at this! Bro! We're not getting, like, the craziest drops, but, like, at least every second run's giving us something. Hope it's Kugo? I don't know if that'd be the best case scenario. Like, again, I'm someone that's rooting for Kugo. I generally want a good Kugo. I wish Kugo would be treated better than a mid-month. He's the final antagonist of the final anime, bro. I know it's a smaller arc. The stakes aren't as high, but he's the final antagonist of an arc, bro. How is he getting mid-month treatment? I hate it. I hate it. And he can't even get seasonals, bro. Tsukishima's got on a season, not Ginjo. That's so bad. And his one good character finally got an end of month treatment. It was a NAD character in GQ. Sorry, NAD character for Can't Be World. Which is cool and all. He was actually a good NAD character at the time, but nothing special. But on Fullbring, I want that too. I'll be down for it. We're getting a Ryukin Annie? Don't say that, bro. So if I was correct, yeah, I agree. I feel like I would have preferred Ichigo and Kugo than Ichigo and Uryu. Especially because, like, the feeling of the trailer too was like, you could definitely tell it was like Karakura-tan, like, or it felt like it was a TLA arc vibe. We're getting con for Annie. I'd be down for that. Any playable con, please. I'll take it. One thing I will say, if it can happen, at least for Soul Resonance, because I don't have contacts with K-Lab, right? Like, they will never reach out to us YouTubers, but in the potential chance I do get into contact with Soul Resonance, which developers, which I had in the past, before this whole thing happens, I will try and push for a muscle con. A buff con. I'll try and push for it. Chances are, though, with the way the game is, with the cutscenes, they'll probably have a lot of a con anyway. Because, like, that game has cutscenes, right? And eventually, when they get to 1,000 Year Blood War, they would have to show it. I would hope. But I'll try and push for it. I'd do it for BBS, but we can't do that, you know? Did we ever get Ichigo Fullbringer? You mean his Fullbringer armor? No. No. Unfortunately not. I don't really care that much, but I would like it. I would be down for it. Be different. Yeah, I wouldn't say no to it. Alright, so with that said, I'll do these 4 runs, and I think we'll end it there. Because it is getting really hot in this room. But it was literally storming last night. Literally storming last night. And somehow it's like super hot right now. Each of a full black. I am wearing a jumper, to be fair. I have lights on me, but still. You mean, what, Ant Yuha for Annie? That'd be funny. Bro, imagine.
I'll leave it up to you.
Bro, imagine the Annie trailer. Oh, hold on, man. I need to make sure I pick a right. Not to like scare you lads or anything, but imagine the Annie trailer was just this. Just a random stock footage of an ant. That'd be funny. I don't want to show any videos in case you get like weirded out by ants. That was the clip itself was a bit crazy, but that'd be funny. It's just a random black ant just walking. I'd actually be down for a black ant Yuha. Like, just don't even make him playable, bro. Don't even give him strong attacks. Just have him as a model. And then give him like one stat. April Fools, you know? That'd be funny. At least he's orbs, you know? If we get the maxim. And if he's a one star, I'd take it. Yeah, Ichigo Yuha. And he would go crazy. Maybe I would prefer that over... Oh, now you mention it. That'd be too sick. That'd be too sick. I'd rather that than Ichigo and Yuha. Ichigo and Yuha Annie would be insane. Especially with the original designs. Because if we have a look at the list... let me search me. Where's my prediction video for this? Do I show the list? I cannot find this prediction video. I guess I'll just put up their website. Shouldn't have to scroll down that much. Maybe I will actually hold on. Never mind. That's July. There it is. So again, this is what the list was, right? Oh, so we knew that in this case. This sometimes does tell us. This was the problem with the 7th Annie, right? 7th Annie was one plaque. There wasn't two separate things. So that was also one reason why during the 7th Annie we were confused whether it was going to be one or two characters. Because the prize itself was only one. 5th Annie, there was 2 rounds of votes guessing. Usually it's just nowadays 1 round of guessing both characters. But in this case, 8th Annie, we knew those 2 characters. And this was the list of characters, right? So the noticeable ones here was they added Ichibe, Uetsu, Tenjiro, Senjumaru, Kirio. They added the Squad 0 characters. So they're now up for grabs this year on Annie characters. They also added Ryuken. They added Yuha, Misaki, Whites, and Ishin. And they also added, I think that was it. So they added Squad 0, they added everything but the Rain, and they added Yuha. So I feel like Yuha was maybe a setup for like next year. Because this year, I assume this year, it'd be the same list of characters. I don't think they'd add more to bait you and to trick you. I think they'll just give us this list. So to me, that means it'll be any of the new characters that got added last year. Or again, it could... Actually, we'll see. If they add Esnot or the Sternritter, that probably means we're getting Rukia, right? Because hypothetically, if... Oh, look at what I'm saying! What are the drops right now? That was like a good drop, right? Rah. If they were to add any Quincy's, but plan to do Yuha. That'd be a bit weird. I mean, it's smart on them to bait and switch, right? Oh, let's add some Quincy's, trick people into thinking we're going to get these characters. No, it's Yuha. He was already on the list. That'd be the smart thing to do, right? To bait people. But, you know, if the trailer's already giving off Rukia vibes and they have Esnot or some other stern rate, I think it pretty much means Esnot Rukia Part 1. If they don't add Esnot on the list, but then the trailer hints at Rukia, that means Rukia Part 1, right? And no Esnot. Or Esnote. But you're on something for Ichigo and Yuha? I think that'd be best case scenario. That's what I would want to see. What did the Uryu hate? I mean, I was quite vocal about it. I didn't want an anniversary Uryu. I didn't mind it. Like after seeing it, I was happy. I was like, oh, he's sick. Yeah, he's cool. He's a fun character. But out of all the anime characters, he's definitely the bottom for me. Like, Okura is cooler. Okura is sick. Aizen is cooler. Ichigo, of course, is Ichigo. I guess he's down there with White. Because White's like, as a character, White's like... Yeah, White was even worse. I probably agree, yeah. White had the charm of being like the first 1000-year Blood War character for Anniversary. And it being his first character in-game. So he had that charm. So I'm not going to say White yet. White deserved it over Uryu. I'd probably say White's lowest, but White was more impactful for me because it was first time playable, you know? Uryu is, you know, when I think Anniversary, I don't think Uryu, you know? I don't think White either, but White was just a bit more cooler for me. But if White was in game, and then we got him again, it'd be... What do they think of doing Ryukin? I'm sure there was a reason why they didn't add White. I mean, Ichigo, it's not like it was a voice actor issue because they already had voice actors for like Misaki, or not Misaki, but the other characters. And plus, White's just voiced by Ichigo. Masashi Kudo, right? No, that's not his name. What am I about? What's Ichigo's VA name? I forgot it. Moriata? That's it. Yeah, that auto-corrected you dirty, bro. Motors? They better cook Ryukin's... No, they should not. Ryukin's resurrection is going to be trash, bro. Actually, hopefully a good link. Hopefully a good link. Because he's a 14% SAR. Did you know if you use a special move during the end of a stage before the boss battle, you can move your character during the... I don't think I knew that. Before, there was a way to do it before. The strategy, for those that don't know, was to press escape. I think before you go into the final stage. So when the screen loads up, you can just quickly move to the boss. So I guess that's a new way of doing it. Because I know that used to be the strategy before. To speed up farming. How many steps should I reroll go on end of month? At least 5-10 over. I mean, rerolling maybe like, I don't know, do much how you can, but overall 5 to 10 steps in that banner is a good number. Is a good number. Oh yeah, press tab in it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. But yeah, this banner overall, good fillers overall. 5-10 steps shouldn't hurt you. And hopefully, during those 5 to 10 steps, you get 2 banner characters, right? Free multis, Tony, have been terrible. Nothing. Literally nothing. I mentioned it in the video, which you're probably not going to see by now, because I'm not going to upload it. Like, if I don't get like 2 plus 5 stars, I'm not uploading it. I mentioned in the video, if you're watching this, it means we got lucky in the last couple of days, because it's been absolute trash. You went 25 steps? Fair enough. Hopefully you got some good luck in those 25 steps. Honestly, in terms of value, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Yeah, I think it's the 7th day right now. Goal in Mr. Sun. That's not bad. I mean, Sun's good to have, but nothing crazy in terms of what you're missing. We got a bronze drop there, but we'll take the bronze drops. Let's do 5 more runs. Let's do 5 more rounds. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully get a good drop on these next 5. And yeah, man's got to go cook. And open these windows because it's getting hot. You got 7 suns? Okay, yeah. I'd say keep the dupes for like single player IZ, but who even does single player IZ? I mean, I guess it's not bad. Like when it's on a 2 times drop rate, you're like, if you have 3 suns and then like now the plus 10 farmers, you get a decent amount. You really would. I don't know if I do it though. You got okay. You get 2-5. Yeah. Also, for those that aren't aware, remember keep your new characters at 5 stars. New duplicates for the point event, right? Like if you got like 4, if you got 4 Orohimes, probably don't feed them. Keep at least 2, so you have 2 bonus characters for the next one. Unfortunately, I mean it happens. I'm gonna be +4 on the next point event because I didn't get any new character in this banner, right? I'm at least +8 now because I got Aaroniero and Rukia. So I'll probably I won't spend orbs on soul tickets for next point event unless I'm +8. Since I know like I'll get better rewards, I'd rather spend orbs when I'm +8. If I was to spend orbs. Extra stage, nice. Unfortunately, the bronze stage, nothing crazy here. Only the hollows. You went 25 steps, 1 Oak, 1 Hime, 1 Rukia. I've been there, bro. Honestly, like, again, for me, for Burn the Witch, Halloween, I did 25 steps. I did not want to do 25 steps. I really didn't. I wanted 1 Noel, 1 Nini, done. I ended up getting 1 Noel. I ended up getting Nini like step 15, step 13. And I get Noel on step 25, which is so annoying because step 25 won't even guarantee 5-star. It's just, oh, you just do a normal multi, then you get the ticket, and I get Noel step 25. I want, like, Mads, because I picked up Nini, go at 2-5, but I was like, damn. I did not want to go step 25. Squad 0, I did not want to go step 25. I wanted to get 1 Ichibe, 1 Senju, done. Nothing. Killgate and Bambi banner, I didn't mind going step 25, but I didn't want to. I get 1 of each. Would have liked some Killgate dupes. So yeah, the last like 6 months of 2024 free were kind of like jarring, I'm not gonna lie. I did like 25 steps like every second month, every month, and I just did not want to. And then I did 50 steps for Yuha. I'm not a single Yuha in 60 multis, bro. What? What? How is that possible? Summons are bad? My summons have been decent. I haven't done much summoning, but I mean, besides this banner, which I can't even... I mean, I guess I got shafted this banner, but I only did 12 steps. Like, I'm used to it. Just wanted Oaken Winter Pity? Yeah. At least we have it, though. At least we have the pity, right? I mean, we could have been in a much worse position. 25 steps, no Oak, you know? I've been there. 11k orbs for like 1 character. At least with the, you know, the 60 emojis that I did do for Yuha, or at least 50 on the main banner, I was able to get Yuha twice. You know, if I did that last year, it would have been 50 steps for Yuha, no Yuha. So, I'm salty, but... Big game going strong? Nah, we're going to shave soon. It's not supposed to be this long. But this is what it looks like after 4 months. But I do want to shave it. I don't like it being this long. I've just been lazy. I haven't went to the barbers. Oh, I did, like, I was going to go barbers. I did, actually, like, a week ago. But when I pulled up, they said go home. Because they were closing, so. I had to go home. So, eventually it's going to get a cut. Thoughts on new summon animations for Life Annie? I'd be happy for that. I'd be happy about that. I like summon animations. Summoning is a big part of the game. Right? Like, as much as it, you know, it is important. And summon animations are fun. I would like something new. I would always like a Yuha animation. Yuha for either 4 5 stars. Like, you know, right now Orihime means 1 or more 5 stars. Tsukishima is 2 or more. Aizen is 3 or more. I would like a Yuha meaning 4 or more, or a guaranteed banner character. So when you see Yuha, you know you're about to get like the new character or one of the new characters. That's something the game lacks, because there's a lot of games out there that has that like hype animation. Right now it's Aizen, but then Aizen animation doesn't mean good summons. It just means 3 5 stars, which could be 3 trash ones. You look like a kid? Well, people think I'm in my 40s, bro. Maybe I do need to shave it. But yeah, I even said that to Soul Resonance, right? The devs, we made it quite important note, like, yo, do some good animations, because it's fun. It gets views, right? People like fun animations. Because in Soul Resonance, if you played the alpha, the pre-alpha, there was no animation for summons. That was like disappointing. It was a bit forgiving because it's a pre-alpha. But I wanted to see the animations. There was none. But they did say they were working on it, so hopefully it's a cool one. Because, you know, granted, the other gacha games that we have gotten for Bleach hasn't been, like, good. But their some animations are all bad, bro. They're all bad. They're all bad games in general, besides BBS, right? But it's always just the butterfly. They'll just copy BBS. Let's get, like, let's get an Ichigo powering up. I want to see him get to animation mean, like, guaranteed something. I don't know. That'd be sick. You got that 50 bit? Yeah, I didn't either. I went like 20 minutes before closing. I didn't realize it was that late. It's loud. You know, the time went back like an hour, right? So I thought it was still like 4 o'clock, and I pull up, then it's 8. I'm like, oh, damn, okay. That's crazy. Wait, but you are, yeah. You are Annie with a Yua animation would be crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, it was 7:40. So like they weren't even rude about it when they told me to go home. They was like, "Oh, can you come back tomorrow? It's getting a bit late." I was like, "Yeah, no worries. I want that. I want that, and I'll buy it." All right, come on, let's get a good drop here. Each animation would be sick. That would make sense too, because the animations that we do get do make sense. Like it is. You know, it wasn't what we were expecting. Like, you know, when the animations got announced, like, oh, new animations, we were expecting a bit. I think everyone was expecting them to go down, like, the Dokkan route or, like, Grand Cross, where, like, you have Ichigo powering up. With the models that we have in game, I don't think it'd work. I get the way they went, and they are cool. They make sense, right? Orihime rejects it. Tsukishima Beichi was like, oh, you know, no. And then Aizen, like, it makes sense. They are cool animations, but I would like a Yuha one. Or an Ichibe. That makes sense. Wanted a bit more. Yeah, same. I like what we got, but I definitely would have liked something different. And I guess now, since the time has aged, like the free butterflies now make sense. Like, I remember at the time the butterflies were kind of like, what? What do the butterflies mean? The more the better, maybe. But most of us did the testing during the summon tickets, which didn't really matter. But now it's like, okay, if you get free butterflies, there's a pretty good chance it's going to be a fake out. Doesn't always mean that. But the more butterflies, the better chance for a fake out. Is usually I think the general vibe for butterflies. Paradise looks like a good one. Oh yeah, fair play. I mean, that was alright. But fair play for being different, right? I can put it up for those that don't know. It was Kukaku, right? For those that don't know, there was a Bleach game that shut down. Online, it was only in Japan. It was like a Pokemon Go clone. Kind of. Surely James made a video, right? James did make a video. Okay. A young James 6 years ago, bro. This was the banner. The game died quick. This game, I don't know what went wrong. I generally don't know what went wrong with this game. Besides the fact that it went global. But, like, I don't remember them even getting to, like, a run cars. Like, they did a couple seasonals and then it just shut down. I generally have no idea what went wrong with this banner, this game. So here's the summons. Kukaku. Bit laggy because James, terrible quality, but... So you shoot it up. And I think the gold meant a 5-star? Or meant a 4-star. I think I meant a 4-star. News of the True 6-star. We should have gotten it. Like, I'm pretty confident we met the requirements to get it. Just not yet. I think Caleb on holiday. So I don't think we're going to get news of it in like 5 months. Sorry, 5 days. Till Monday. We might get news of it on Monday. No, not 5 months. The reward itself was said to be given out. Are they an icon in the game? No way. They said they'll give the rewards early May. We don't have an exact date. Damn, James, this character quality is terrible, fam. They had him in the game? No way. What? Child is built crazy. Let me skip past until we get to 5-star if he even gets one. They have Kione. Does he not get a 5? Oh, there it is. I think this is better. Nope. Bro, did he upload a summon video with no 5-star? I guess there was no 5-star in that. That's crazy. I forgot his name, though. I used to remember his name. Alright, let's see what we get. Yeah. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Who is Blood in the Blonde? You don't remember him? I mean, fair enough. You don't see him much after, like, Society arc. But he was, I think he's a 3rd seat, ain't it? Let me search it. 3rds. Is it Lamora? Yeah, his name his name's Lamora. That's Nanami. It does give the Nanami vibes. That's him there, bro. I like Lamora. He has a funny moment, I think. I think there's one moment like he's writing something. Maybe it's taken from here. He's kind of funny. Like, he's a whatever character, but this picture is crazy. This picture is crazy. You know what, though? I would summon for this. I'd be down for it. Let me move it so you can get a good look at Isane. If that's the one where we're going to get Lamura in game, I'm down for it. Oh, we'll get here. Get a Boshi. Am I right? It's an I? It's not Lamura? Iemura? Iemura? I guess how you say it then? Hold on, someone's selling a card for him. £8? What? What? He's like that? £8 on a card? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not buying that. Have you been kicked out while hosting that co-op? I've been having some connection issues, yeah. Haven't been kicked out, personally. You might say that anyone below Lieutenant is relevant. Yeah, kind of, right? I mean, I'm back off right now. I was ill last week, so I'm still recovering. But, what do you call it? Yeah, I mean, there's only so many characters, right? There's 12 captains. And then lieutenants, that's already 24 characters. Plus, like, you have the whole Kisuke squad and the Vizards. Imagine we did actually care about anyone, like, below lieutenant, besides, like, the ref, Yumachika and stuff. They'd be, wait, there's already too many characters as is, you know? Could you mind how hard TikTok would be? Yeah. I don't think it's a fumble by K-Lab. But I do agree, like, yeah, if we had better models. This game came out in 2015, right? You know? Like, a game like this nowadays? No. No. Well, it depends. I mean, Chibi's is still like a style some games go for. But the model quality would have to be better, right? But you can kind of forgive K-Lab the visuals for this game. We'll do 25 more. Because it came out in like 2015, right? Plus, K-Lab won like a big studio at the time. They aren't now either, but... You know. Not that many games in 2015. Like, look at the games you compare this to. Dokkan, Treasure Cruise, Blazing. You know, they all came out at the same time. In terms of graphics, like, BBS is better, obviously, because it's 3D, but... I mean, Dokkan's done well, too. Dokkan and BBS have aged quite well in terms of visuals for what they're working with, you know? considering where they started from. The models are decent, yeah. They're still working. They're still limited by like the model itself, but yeah, like a 2024 Bleach game, you would like to be like Soul Resident, right? That's like a good example, right? Like you wouldn't. That's what you expect from a 2024 Bleach game. Summoners Wars. I swear that game looks arse. Trying to get quick here. Why is there like no gameplay though? I mean the game's still doing bits though, but yeah, that's like that looks terrible in 2023, 2024. If they add swimsuits to Soul Resonance, I believe they did mention they will do seasonals, so it's bound to happen, right? It's bound to happen. FGO is similar to BBS, I would say. Like, I think early on their visuals didn't look that good. Even now, you know, they're still held back by the whole like just game itself, but they do look good. I've seen like some of the new phantasms and stuff. They look good for what they're working with. But you know, like imagine a new FGO game in like 2024 with a good budget. It's like it'd probably look a lot better, right? It was really cute. It was good. We beat it. We beat it. Wasn't too bad, but we're kind of limited on what we could work with. To be fair, what Bleach game had good models? Most of the Bleach games we have got have been like kind of like, you know. All right. Like, Mobile 3D still exists, unfortunately. Which, by the way, they recently got 6 on the Eisen, if you missed that. So if you want to see what BBS models look like when it's, like, actually not chibi, Bleach Mobile 3D has that, like, charm for it. They've recently got Tensor 2. Which is surprising. Like, again, for most Bleach games that don't do well, once they finish like Soul Society and maybe a bit of Wake Mundo, and like the Karakura Town, they don't ever go into Fullbring, and of course never go into Thousand Year Blood War. So that just goes to how successful a Bleach game is. If it passes, if it does Fullbring and then Thousand Year Blood War, that means it's doing well. Because every other Bleach game stops at before Fullbring, and then they just do seasonals. So I made a video on it. This was 7 months ago. We do it yearly at this point. So like 7 months I'll do it again. But there's a 5th Annie. It's alien looking. I'm not gonna lie, it's weird. Granted, you know, Mobile 3D is not the biggest budget game. So like the animations aren't as good. This obviously looks infinitely worse compared to BBS, but like at least you get to see it in the normal model. It's cool, but it's bad. Like it has its charm, but no. Oh, so I always like to point this out. Retsu, they actually fixed the scar issue that BBS has, because you could see this. You can't see the scar in her model, but like this one, they purposely covered it up. They use BBS models, by the way. Mobile 3D is like it's like half owned by KLab, so they just use like seasonal characters from KLab and any characters now. There's some like Orihime, Jorishi, Nemu and stuff. I apparently gave it a 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, Mugetsu too. This is cool. Like, and the model qualities aren't as good. Do I transform? It's also weird too. Every character transforms in this game, but like, it's awkward because the animations are so like quick, and they don't do attacks. So like, you just do Mugetsu, and it's just transformed. No one has like special attacks. It's annoying. Mobile 3D is such a shit name. I agree. The name is something different in Japan, I believe. I don't know why they call it Mobile 3D. I don't know why BBS can't be played on Steam MacBook. I don't think it's optimized for that. So maybe that's why. I was going to stop farming. We'll do these last 4 tickets. We'll do these last 4 tickets. Oh, Bleach. I heard about Sorry, bro. That was the new one, right? I don't know what that was. We need a JoJo gacha game? I agree. We've had 4 gacha games for JoJo, and they've all been Japan only. And the most unfortunate one was Pitter Patter Pop, which is like, let me pull up for those JoJo fans. I actually played it. It was somewhat fun. But you can see it's not what you expect of a JoJo game, right? It's like a match 4 game. But it was cool, like low-key. It had its charm. I actually really like this game. Although it's not what you want from a JoJo game, right? But if you played it, Part 4 Jotaro was sick with like the worlds. The most unfortunate part, this game shut down right when Part 6 got announced. Or was about to come out. Oh, hey, hold on, that's sick. This would be like if BBS shut down when the anime got announced. Like right when the anime got announced. So like right when you were expecting Part 6 characters to come to the game and extend its lifespan, no, the game just shut down. But this is cool. But speaking of JoJo, K-Lab's making a JoJo game. I'm not sure when that's ever coming out. That's been in development for years, and I think it's been delayed. So, yeah. But now they're making a My Hero game. So, there's that. And that's coming out next year, I believe. Like, that one's actually coming out sooner than the JoJo game. How do you Azure? Yeah, no gyro, unfortunately. Is it the China-only Bleach game? Maybe? And I know there's the jump assembly game, yeah. Or assemble. That looks alright. It's got Bleach cards again, it. I'm more surprised that, for those that don't know, there's a Shonen Jump game coming out. On mobile. It's like a League of Legends game. With a bunch of Shonen characters. Undead Unlocks in it. That was surprising to me. I thought it was a fan-made game. I'm not gonna lie. Or I thought it was a fake, unofficial game. But it turns out it's official. What was the team? My best team, I think, was Ichigo, Rose, and Tokinada, all max transcended, so there's that. But then I did Ichigo, max transcended, Toki, and Shuhei. That worked. That did decent. They cleared, not like super fast or anything. And then I tried Ichigo and Kirio, and that also cleared too. And Kirio's 1-5, so. Yeah, Mashle was in it. I mean, I guess they can do it. It was surprising to me, honestly. I didn't think they would be the ones included. Like, they don't have JJK. They don't have Chainsaw Man, but they had those two. I don't mind it. I thought it was cool. But I guess they can always add those games later on, or series. Oh, Wonder View, yeah. Well, he's in the, speaking of, if I had a nickel for every time Yuha's voice actor plays a character from a manga series, and their first time they're playing it is in a mobile game, I'd have 2. Yuha's VA, obviously, did Yuha first and foremost in BBS, and then Wonder Review has Yuha's voice actor, and the first time you see them is in a game. What are the odds? I'll pull up. Let me think. Because I'm listening to it. Obviously, I've read JoJo, right? We won't spoil the character. But, I'm watching the trailer, I'm like, hold on, is that Yuha? What? So, instantly, cool character, just for the voice actor. Let me, mute BBS. If you aren't on JoJo, get on JoJo. It's a good series. Yeah, so you can hear him there. That's basically enough then. So yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I think his voice actor works as a good villain, I would say. And now he's the 2 big bads. Big bad for Bleach and big bad for JoJo. I don't know if he's done anything else, but that's another 2 roles I know him from. He's just, yeah, he does just voice old man, yeah. But it's cooler when they're a villain. Let me check my enemy list. What other characters has he done? He voiced Hashirama? Bruh. He voices Simon or Simone in Tengen? Really? Oh, he voiced the one-eyed Yoshimura from Tokyo Hardcore. That makes sense. To be fair, I don't know much about these animes, so I don't know if he's a villain in that, but... No, yeah, he's a good voice actor. I like him when he plays the villain role. I mean, we won't hear... It's kind of like Bleach, right? We hear Yuha first in game, and it took us years to hear him in the anime. For Jojo, it's going to be even longer. How old is he? Right, he's old. Jesus. 48? He's like 70? That's mad. But Part 8's not getting animated for like 5+ years, bro. That's gonna be a while. I've not been keeping up to date with JoJo Lands now. I thought I would. Like, I was super excited for Part 9, like being there for a new part. And I read like the first 2 chapters. But I don't know. I haven't been vibing with reading it monthly, you know? I like the part thus far from what I've read. I like the new characters. I like the vibe, the setting. But I think I'm just going to let it build up and then catch up. Because, like, I think I speak for everyone, right? I think we all experienced it the same. No one read JoJo weekly or monthly until you catch up. So, like, with JoJo, I'm just used to binging the entire part in, like, a day. So it feels weird having to, like, wait monthly. It was kind of like Part 7, too. I caught up to Part 7. What was it? If you know, you know. It was during the fight with the one that could go underground or something. I can't remember. It was before the final walk, at least. So reading it monthly is just long. I like building it up and then just catching up. I'm binging it. That's what I do with One Piece too. One Piece, I let it build up and then I just read a bunch. When Soul Resident comes out, there'll be a rankers in the base. Oh, probably not. I'll say that right now. I don't really know much, but no, probably. By the time the game comes out, they might have the characters ready, but base game probably won't have them. Maybe it will actually. I'm trying to think, because I've seen stuff that's not public, like Full Hollow, right? I've seen the fight. It's crazy. But, like, if they're that far in, that's like late game Aranka stuff, right? So maybe? I know the pre-alpha went up to Soul Society when Aizen leaves. That was the furthest it went. So maybe the full game will have Arankas. Maybe it will just start. But then maybe not. Because then they could use that as like, oh, the next big update that we get is the Arankas, you know? So I would say no, but it is potential. Oh, yeah, no, Johnny and Gyro, they best have the same VAs. I know, like, most of the time the VAs rarely ever stick over from games to anime. Jolene didn't. Probably was for the best, though. I actually like Jolene's VA. I know Okuyasu is, like, one of the only few. But I do think Part 7 has to have the same VAs. So yeah, we might get Arankas on a base game, but I assume the Aranka arc would, because the thing with Soul Resident, it's like it's a story game, right? Like it's kind of like they're kind of going down the Genshin route. Like every big update would be a new story part with new characters. That's like the approach they're taking. Ribbing is smart. Like you get characters when going with the story, so you get to experience the fights. Yeah, like imagine when Pharaoh's in Your Blood what happens in that game, and like we get the Yama fight, and then we get Yama in the same like banner release. That'd be crazy, right? So I assume it would be like we go to Soul Society, we're going to get a couple characters from the Soul Society arc over the next month or two, and then we get our first big update, new story, Arankas are here, probably release a Grimjaw banner or something. Joining ASB is the same as Koichi? I heard about that. Yeah. That's crazy. They do kind of speedrun Soul Society. I didn't like it. Like, I know the Mayuri Bankai scene wasn't there. That was kind of annoying. That there was no Mayuri Bankai fight. For the most part, you just focused on Ichigo's fights. You didn't really cover the Orihime fight or, you know, Chad going against Shunsui. Uryu going against Mayuri. That was kind of disappointing. Especially because, like, the Bankai Mayuri fight's it's a big fight, right? It's the first Bankai you see, I believe. But again, pre-alpha, right? They can always, like, go back and add those stuff. Or maybe they can add it as like a side story thing. Bronze shops, they're not crazy. Society characters, I think we're going to start the showcases tomorrow. Hopefully. Yeah, because I can do Noritora. Noritora's not broken, so we can review him probably today / tomorrow before reset. So I'll start that tomorrow. We can do Orihime on the weekend too. Okura, I'm not going to showcase until he's fixed. I don't want to showcase him until he's fixed. So, again, that hopefully should happen, like, upcoming Monday. Is Nitro that bad? Surely not, right? Well, he doesn't have killer, so he's not, like, ideal in IT right now. But he should be fine. Should be fine, right, surely. It's not a fight, it is one side, yeah. So, they don't need to add the Shunsui and Chad fight, but... Or maybe they do actually show it. Maybe I'm forgetting that. Maybe I think they... I feel like I remember the animations there, at least. But I definitely do know Mayuri and Uryu's fight was not there. So, yeah. But again, pre-alpha, right? So, that's why you're not allowed to look at any gameplay, even though there is some out there now. If you just search for it, you'll see it. But the game doesn't look that impressive, remember. Like, it's a pre-alpha, right? Like, the game was not ready. Fun fact, there was even BBS art in the game. If you want to know which art in particular. It's somewhere here. Because a lot of the stuff wasn't final, right? They had anime screenshots. Some of their weapon stamps were like anime stuff and then their own art because they're still working on it. There was a lot to do. But they did use BBS art for one of the characters. If I can find him. When did the character come out, bruv? Am I blind? I don't want to see the character until I see him. No, he came out before. I'm actually dead ass lost. He's somewhere here, bro. He's somewhere. I know he's here. Let me go super slow. Should be around here. That's not him. He's somewhere. Did he seriously come out like later than that? Is he not classed as a Soripa? Hold on. I'm trying to find this character. Alright, we'll specify. Hold on. He's got a crystal link. Is it? Oh, he's not blue. I'm dumb. I'm thinking of he's mine. There he is. I was thinking because he's speed. The other one's speed. They had Icon's art in Soul Resonance. It was this art. But they removed the cigarette. So, there's a little fun fact. That obviously won't be there in the final product. It was just a placeholder. There was a lot of placeholder art. Unfinished art. It was mine. I think it was speed because the most recent one was speed. There we go. Anyway, boys. Why is my most played character Safu Unohana? Because she's the best. She was the best auto in the game at the time. There's two types of best auto characters, right? The best auto is 8th anniversary Ichigo because he can auto IT, right? That makes him the best auto in terms of survivability. No one can beat him. But then there's the other best autoing characters, those that can finish the point event fast, right? So, Unohana, this one in particular, Beam SA1. Beam SA1 is the most important part. And she has the extra recharge when she's at full stamina. So she has the most recharge in the game with the best SA1 in the game. So when it came to autoing point events, she was breezing through it. So that's why when I first started my point event grind, like going to like 1 billion points and stuff like that, Most of it is done with that Unohana. So we check here. Now, obviously the new and better version is the speed Unohana, right? The Yatsu. And that's why she's now quickly approaching my top 5. So I think I got like 80,000, 75,000 players with her. So since she was close to 100,000 players, I just decided to keep her in my team and still use her until she gets 100k. Once she gets 100k, she's off the team, never using her again. But now this Yatsu's better because she has Rampage, so even like if she does decide to use her Nad String, it's one-shotting, especially because I have a max transcended. But she has the beam, she has a lunge, and the SA3 in front of her. So if you want to talk about like best Ultra, it's Unohana for point event. She clears the fastest. Even then, there's other characters that can clear equally as fast, but I like Unohana. All links 50k, all mains 100k. That's kind of the idea. But I do plan to get the links above 50k. I just need to pull them again. I don't want to buy them. Buy all of them. So right now, because I had to resurrect Tanjiro, Kirio, and Senju, they're stuck at 50k. I still have a copy of Ichibe and Oetsu, but like I want to keep them all at 50k. So that's why they're all stuck. Once I get a duplicate of Kirio, Tanjiro, and Senju, then I'll start using them in my team again and get up to like 100k or something. And I guess my top 5 eventually will stop at 100k, but it'll be a while before we get to that. Right now, the plan is to get Aaroniero in my top 5. This one. So I'm using him right now. I don't want to use this one yet because like I'm eventually going to resurrect him. So I don't want to... I mean, I guess I could use it now, but I'm going to first and foremost get this Retsu to 100k. And then I'll probably throw in one of these Aarioneros. And I'm probably eventually going to get Giselle in the top 5 whenever I get her. If she ever comes again. Right, it's taking a while now. Yeah, you're late, Dragon, bro. We're about to end the stream. About to end the stream. End of Ichigo, I think, is fast, but yeah, Retsu is definitely the fastest right now because the extra recharge. It does make a big difference. At least it feels like it does. At least it feels like it does. Check the pic you sent. I responded to it, bro. Man sent me a Giselle pic, fam. I mean, it's a nice pic, but it's AI in it, so... You know. I can't show that on stream. Anyway, boys, I streamed way longer than I was supposed to. I was only supposed to do 2 hours. We ended up going for 3. Tomorrow or the next day, we're going to stream again and do like another big stream for the co-op quest because I want to continue farming that. But Guild Quest highlights will be up later today with the teams that we did use. Nothing crazy. I'm not proud of the teams, to be fair. It's Nightmare GQ, so you can forgive me for using a Max in the team. But, you know, we had to use, like, basically a Max in the team, right? Because, oh, no, my Game of Stuff cup is breaking. Oh, nay. Coda Spider, by the way. Yes, sir. New cup coming out tomorrow. Max in the team, yeah. Unfortunate, right? We couldn't... I mean, the best team I guess I'm proud of was the Kirio team. Because we used Kirio 1-5. So, like, that was the team I was happy about. But, like, I'm not really proud of... in terms of showcasing teams, I'm not proud of showcasing a team like this, right? Granted, well, I want this team, but... You know, if we put Ichigo there, that's 3 max transcendent characters. What platforms will Assault Resonance be on? Mobile. As of right now, mobile only. Anyone saying console, anyone saying PC, they're waffling. That's not confirmed. Only mobile for now. There's potential chance they do PC launch. That's what we're hoping for. We push that for them. We want them to do PC. And they said it most likely will be on PC. But they're going to first and foremost maximize the how it plays on mobile. Eventually it could come onto console, but like... It's a mobile game, man. Who's trying to play mobile games on consoles? Even BBS, don't play on console. Play on your phone, play on your PC. Likewise with Soul Resonance. But, I mean, if it did go on console, that'd be good. Because then more people can play it, right? Not everyone has a good PC, not everyone has a good phone. But, PC console, it's different. I don't know. I feel like it's much longer. To, like, imagine saying, oh, let me quickly do my Guild Quest, and you boot up your PS5. That's so weird. That's so weird to me. With PC, it's like my PC is already on anyway. I'm on my PC for other things. You can work on your PC. And then you could just have BBS on the side with 2 monitors. With consoles, it's a bit different. Can you get banned for that boss battle special glitch? No. No. But yeah, no, I mean, for Soul Brethren to be as big as it can be, it would want to be on console. So I'm not going to hate on it. But as of right now, it's only mobile. Most likely, PC. Maybe console, but probably not. I don't know. I doubt it. It's definitely not the priority, right? They're going to make sure they focus on getting it optimized first and foremost on mobile. Then eventually PC, and then maybe console. Maybe console. But anyway, boys, I'm sweating. I'm ending the stream there. Shout out to everyone that came out. Everyone that stayed through the stream. Much love, lads. Again, highlight today will be up in like an hour or 2. Take care. We're going to stream in a couple of days' time. Ichi, maybe save for the individual. If you really want Oak, save for the individual. His individual, I think, is coming up first, maybe? Let me double check. I know I said at the end of the stream, but I'm also curious myself when is that? What banner is first for the individuals? So yeah, Oak is first on the 15th. So yeah, probably wait for Oak's individual then. I'm probably going to do the same. I might summon on it. Maybe not. I'll do 2 steps at least. It's from the 15th to the 21st. Then Orihime is 21st to the 27th. And then Noritori is out during the end of month banner. Anyway, boys, I'm going to end it there. Take care.